That'll do. I got fed up with waiting. Hello all. I'm really sorry. My look at this. Look, my other iPhone says 3 minutes past 8, and I've got the wrong time, so I started the stream a bit too early. But there we go. iOS for you. Evening. Anyway, how are we all doing? I'm sure the mic's on. Everything's on. I can see the bars going. Happy days. Hello, people. How are we? I've got something also. I've got the chat here tonight. So this looks really cool. So it's going to tick through. So I'm just going to go back. Darren, Andy, Ross, Nick, Malcolm. Hello, Malcolm. Malcolm Owen. Paul Campion. Aaron, Windy. John, Ant, Kevin, Neil, Mark, SH, Lee, Trevor again, Claire. We've just all been in the Discord. I've seen a question already. What should I add to my Fever Tree Blood Orange tonight? Rum. Who said that? Nick. Rum. That's what I should. Can I do stuff with this? What's that do? Block, put. Oh, no, I can't do that. Right, okay. I thought I might be able to put it on the screen from here, but I can't. Anyway, coming up, for those of you that are going to listen back and on your podcast, coming up in tonight's show, we are going to be doing a cocktail called Don's Own Grog. I was going to say Old Grog. Don's Own Grog. I'm sure we've done this before, but obviously what we've been doing over the last few weeks is taking a cocktail and then riffing it up with different rums just to see what kind of difference the rum makes to the cocktail. So we're going to be doing that. Don's Own Grog, very similar to last week's cocktails, just more sort of balanced, more citrus heavy, not kind of sweet. So we'll be doing that. The rum review of the night, we are going for this. I don't know if you can see this, hopefully. This is Pirates Grog. And this is what the Drink Stuff gang gave me for my Christmas present. So I've got, it's a little sample there. I'm not sure which way around it is. I think that one there is the 5-year-old. I've got a spiced rum there, I think. And then that is allegedly is a 13-year-old rum for about 80 quid for a normal size bottle. So I'm going to be cracking all of those. And that'll be roughly about 8:30. So in what's the time? In roughly about half an hour's time. And then we will be going on to a couple of members' cocktails. I've got Andy Barham in the hot seat tonight and Trevor Rose. Trevor number 1. So that's what's coming up. Let's put the old thing on, the graphics on screen. There we go. That is your rough time slot. So I just put that there just purely so I can have a little laugh and a giggle at myself when I run over. We shall see. We shall see. Right, so what's been happening this week? Let's see. Let's dive through any questions here so far. So Nick wants to know what to add to his Fever Tree Blood Orange, Blood Orange soda. I would go nice light rum, white rum. That's what I'd go for. That'll be kind of cool. What else have we got here? Smash that like button. Slurpy Dave, Pubs. Hello, Slurpy Dave. We were chatting. You've had a couple of comments this week. Stefan. Hello, Stefan. I hope I'm allowed to watch this. I enjoyed it. Stefan, you can stay. 100. How many rums did you have? 80, 90, 100, something like that. You can stay. I've been drinking banana and coconut rum. Awesome. Peter. Hello, Peter. Czech Republic. Nice. Cool. We've got who else? Who commented right at the start? Malcolm, was it? Malcolm Owen. I don't recognise that name. Where are you, Malcolm? Let us know where you are. And as Trevor says, smash that like button, whatever platform you are on. Give us a like. So, what have I been doing this week? Just before we kind of dive into the old cocktails, what have I been doing? I've had a little change around. My bitters are up here now, right beside me. I've got a brand new, it's my Discord community have just seen, or whoever was in there at the time. I've got a brand new spindle blender right there, which won't go because the thing's there. But look at that, I've got it's a proper spindle kind of blender there. So we're going to be cracking that out. I've kind of, because I'm getting to that point now where I'm going to be ending up with more rums than the shelves will hold. So I've kind of had a swap out. I've moved the lights up a bit. I don't know whether I can zoom in here. Where's my mouse gone? Just to give you guys watching a little look. I've kind of, hang on. Can we see? No, you still can't. I'll play back with the camera angles, but you see. But we've got that other shelf which might come on screen a few times. I'll move the camera up so you can kind of see that at some point. But yeah, so I've had a little play around with that. Filming wise, what have I filmed this week? I have filmed a Jamaican rum. So beginner's guide to Jamaican rums. That's what we filmed. What was the other one I filmed? I filmed that yesterday. What did I film Friday? I've completely forgotten what I filmed on Friday now. Oh, the black spiced rum. Kraken versus Aldi versus Lidl versus a couple of other better brands, shall we say. I was doing better in quotation marks then, if you're listening to that. So they will be dropping Friday and then the following Tuesday. I think the white rum is coming out this, the entry-level white rums. I think that's the video coming out this week. So yeah, as I've got that, I'll leave that on screen now. I've forgotten about that caption. But if you've got a question coming through the show, make sure you put it in the question in capital letters so I can see it when I'm scrolling. That'll pop out really easily then on there, and I won't miss them. If you write it in lowercase, it just gets all missed with all the other comments in there. So Neil, I will do this one because I can see this because it's right at the bottom. Question: will any proper rums fit into the Smuggler's Cove? Will all the proper rums? We'll talk through this. This is where we are, Neil. This my Legends community. I've already had access to it of what we're going to do as part of the perks. They can see what's coming. They can go from there. But yes, I'll talk you through. That's kind of what we're doing each week. We're talking about the different categories and how different rums affect it. So yes, they will. I'll talk you through it when we get there. I've even got the other little ones. They're pre-made already. I upped my game in this week, so we don't kind of faff around too much. I think that's all I've done. I don't think I've got anything else to tell you this week. There is. This is a world exclusive. There is a very, very special live stream in 2 Sundays' time. So the 6th, is it the 6th? Whatever the Sunday is, I'm sure it's the 6th. There is a very special live stream that you do not want to miss. And all I would say is, it's here, but it ain't just me. So that could be, will be a lot of fun. So that is February the 6th. More details will be released as and when, because I'm not at 100% sure what's actually going to occur on the live stream. But it will be pretty special. It will be probably, quite possibly, maybe one of the best live streams we've had so far. So look out for that in a couple of Sundays' time. Not this Sunday coming, but the following Sunday. There will be someone else here. There'll be a couple of other people here actually. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. I think that's all I've really got to tell you. What else? There was something else I had on my mind. I should make little notes, but I can't think. So we shall crack on with that. Sohan, I can see a question there before we get in there. Is there any upcoming tiki cocktail videos coming out? What have we done? I haven't filmed any. I have. That's a lie, actually. I've got 5 that I've just pushed back because, you know, from the metrics, from the analytics, it's only a small minority of people that really watch the cocktail videos. The videos have just when I'm talking and educating, which I love to do, I love to educate myself at the same time. But when I'm talking about stuff and showing stuff, they are the videos that do really well. They outperform cocktail videos by at least sort of 5 to 1. So yes, there will be cocktail videos coming. But we obviously do tiki cocktails in all the live streams. So, you know, you're never going to miss out. They're just always here. The one thing I will say that I forgot to mention, if you are watching or listening to this back, the chapters will get done. So you can scrub to the bit that you want straight away. I always do that pretty much straight after the live stream. So you can scrub, if you're not interested in the tiki cocktail and you want the Pirates Grog tasting, then you can just skip to that chapter. Same if you want the members cocktails at the end of the video, you can just skip to that. So yeah, that'll all be chaptered up straight after the live stream. Right, I think without why the heck? Because Trevor's. Why the heck do your members not know of this guest? Did you pick me in a fly? Hey, Trevor. Hey, Lisa. Lisa, you're more than welcome to come over here. If I could make the flight happen, I would. If I was that rich, if I had some air miles, you would be most welcome. Right. What else have we got here? Yes, it will. As soon as it's all confirmed, 100% confirmed. I will put it out there into the public domain, and my Discord will obviously hear about it first. There may be some of you that are putting two and two together from the Discord, but I haven't said any. I've kind of plans have changed, but it's going to happen. That's all I was saying until it's 100% nailed on. Who else has just joined? Steve number 4, we're calling him. Steve number 4 is here, and Ant and Jonathan. Hello, Jonathan. How are you? Right. Showish. Oh yeah, that's it, isn't it? Just very quickly before we get into the old cocktails, let's just have. I've not done this yet. I've got Giffard's Posh Curacao triple sec. I have not done this yet. I just want to have. this is how we can start the video. So this is an added bonus. Let's boom, boom, boom. Squeeze the belly if the belly's out. Right, boom. Let's just do this. So Giffard. I've had a little taste of the Giffard and I really, really like it. Cointreau. I haven't got any other orange liqueurs here at the moment. I'm hoping I may have some Pierre Ferrand in a couple of weeks. That might be a clue. May not do, it may do. It may, some of you might be thinking, what is he talking about? The clever ones will be, okay, all right, I get you. Right then. So this is the orange liqueur that I've kind of sworn by. I don't need to show it. Fortunella. I really do like this, to be honest, but it's a kumquat liqueur. Really juicy orange notes. ABV, I mean, I really like that. I'm not going to do away with that because I really, really like it. It's just like, it's like an orange juice liqueur. It's like proper nice, this. I'm looking for the ABV. 36 ABV. So that's pretty tasty. Cointreau. See, Cointreau is nice. It is really, really nice. It's a cracking kind of orange liqueur. You're not going to go wrong with Cointreau. You're really not. I mean, they're different. They are chalk and cheese. This, the Fortunella, is just like you've just squeezed an orange, but it's alcoholic, even though it's kumquats. Yeah, it was proper, proper tasty. The Cointreau, very smooth, quite sugary, I would say. Like mouthfeel, it's quite sort of syrupy. That's the word I'm looking for, syrupy. Right then, this Giffard triple sec. I'd like to do a blind taste on this, but I pretty much I think I'd back myself to pick out all these. For me, they're very different again. See, this is going to be interesting how they all work in one cocktail. I might have to do a Mai Tai. Oh, next week, might do the Mai Tai. That might be interesting. Might just have a go at Mai Tai just to see how all these differ, like in a blind tasting, head to head. Because neat tasting. Oh no, second mouthful on that Giffard. The orange really does come out. Do you know what? I really can't split that. I'm not going to say one is better than the other because they're all quite different. If you're just looking for an out and out orange liqueur, the Fortunella is absolutely gorgeous. But I like the Cointreau. I like the There's not much more I can say to that, to be fair. They are equally tasty as they are different. I don't know about any of you guys that have got the Giffard triple sec, whether you've got Cointreau as well to kind of differentiate them. I don't know. I would say the Giffard is possibly just a touch more orange forward than the Cointreau, but not by much. But they are lovely. But, you know, I'm never going to stop having the Fortunella. I absolutely love Fortunella. I might get Mandarin Napoleon. That needs to come out to play behind the bar very soon because I like Mandarin Napoleon. That is a sexy liqueur. That is really good. But yes, the orange liqueurs, that was that. Whoever that was, Darren. If we got any... Oh, this is what happens. I can't... Oh, yeah, no, we're cool. Steve's a tad hyper tonight. Hello, Uncle Pete. How are you? 2 + 2 = 7. What's going on here? What have I missed? 2 + 2 = 7. I don't know what that's about. Scroll through here. Any others? They're all chatting to each other. That is fine. I think the feed is slightly jumpy. Is it? If anyone else is getting problems with the feed, let me know. I haven't got... all I can do... Hang on, let me remove that. I'll remove the Discord for now. So the Discord is not sharing. So that might... I'll have to... It'll faff around if it won't come there. But question, Ant. Have you tried the chocolate orange rum by Western Distillery? That's a simple no. Wild Child. What did Wild Child say? Where do you get your Velvet for learning from? Master of Malt. That's easy answered. Uncle Pete, question, is Giffard brandy based? Yeah, well, it's Curacao. So yes, it will be. Well, it should be if it's Curacao. I can't read French. Oranges come from there, which blah, 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 blah. Distilled, bitter. Well, obviously they're kind of eau de vie. I mean, that's it at the end of the day, because eau de vie is kind of anything distilled from fruit, essentially. So yeah, I mean, it says here it's distilled from sweet and bitter or Curacao oranges, which will be the same as triple sec, Cointreau, and all that. Grand Marnier is brandy based. Mandarin Napoleon is brandy based, and orange liquid is added to them. I think Pierre Ferrand might be brandy based. I'm not sure actually on Pierre Ferrand. But brandy in the loose sense, because eau de vie is just brandy, in the loose sense of the word, yes. But in the technical, like diving down rabbit holes, then it's probably distilled oranges. Feed's fine, awesome. Mandarin Napoleon is awesome. Anyone? Yes, Stefan, Ron Elixir's Orange. That's coming, making its way here very, very soon as well. That is a stunning, and a lot of the Discord community have tried that as well. I know they have. Guys, that was, for those of you that were down at Imbibe, that was the one I led you to there. Do you remember the chocolate one as well? That's really, really nice. Right then, I think that's that. I think that's, if I've missed any questions, then you can dive back in a bit later. But I'm going to crack on with the cocktail. I'm going to put my little screen thing up on there. There we go. Cocktail time. If you're listening to this back, you'll never see it, but it's a nice kind of screenshot of me sipping a daiquiri with cocktail time written on it. Right then. So this week's cocktail. Where are we going? Don's Own Grog. We are going for page 40. Was it? What did I see? I've got to scroll down there. Page 40 of Smuggler's Cove. Hang on, let me scroll down on this laptop down here. There we go. Page 40. And it should be the little blue thing. I've not got, you kind of got a little photo here of it. I'll kind of give you that. There is that one down the bottom there. That's Don's Own Grog. If I could get my finger back to front. There we go. That's Don's Own Grog. So that's what we're going for there. The ingredients they should be on screen there now for you, but I'll read them out. So we've got that. Now, this one, this is kind of why we do this, because Smuggler's Cove always kind of, they give categories. They will kind of say, I've written it kind of there. You can sort of see a blended aged rum, a blended lightly aged rum. So category 3 and category 2 for this. So what I've done, I'll go back to front. So I've got lime juice, Demerara sugar syrup, a dash of grenadine. What else? Blackberry liqueur. Well, obviously, I'm going to use Framboise de Ronce, Giffard's Posh sort of Tayberry liqueur, because it's gorgeous. So obviously, we're going to use that. What else have we got? Right. So here we go. We've gone blended aged rum, category 3. I've gone. So the first iteration of this, I'm going Barbados. So I'm going to do Dorley's. It will be 5-year-old for category 3. For the lightly blended, I'm still in Barbados, and I'm going Dorley's 3-year-old. And then for the black blended, out and out black blended rums, I probably only have one really, and that's Gosling's. Yes, Pusser's gunpowder proof is, I do sort of class in there. I do kind of put Plantation Original Dark in there. I have also got Venezuelan Pampero, which is now up here, which is going there. But, you know, just for sort of cocktail bases, I am going to go with Gosling's for this. I think that's it. Oh, Angostura bitters. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right. So now we're going to get we're going to flash blend in my awesome little brand new proper whopper kind of a blender. So right then, now I haven't got enough letters to play with to put the amounts on screen. So I'll talk you through the amounts. Let's go back to front. So we're going 22.5 ml of lime juice. So 3/4 of an ounce of that. Have I got that? Yeah, that's the right one. So I thought that was my UK one then. So 22.5 ml of lime juice. We're going for 7.5 ml of Demerara sugar syrup. So 1/4 of an ounce of Demerara. A dash. It says a dash of grenadine. I don't know what a dash is from a Monin bottle, but I'll go little. I'll go. There we go. Probably about 3 ml of grenadine. We are then going, what's the next one down? 15 ml of blackberry liqueur. Well, obviously, Framboise de Ronce. So 15 ml of that, half an ounce. 1.5. I'll do the Angosturas now. A dash of Angosturas, as I've got that in my hand. Pop that back up there. Right, now the rums. So, first off, we want 30 ml of category 3. So Barbados. Other category 3s I've got behind my bar. Chairman's Reserve, Eldorado 5, and possibly Eldorado 8, depending what you would class as long-aged. I don't class it as long-aged, 8-year-old, so I call that category 3. Plantation 5-year-old Barbados would be a category 3, so blended aged rum. Plantation XO, Pussers I've got in there. The Lovers Rum I've now got in there. And the new ones, possibly the Lost Years. If you're going, that's a bit expensive to be using in cocktails, but really, really nice. You go Lost Years in there. Scratch is not blended. I think Scratch is, I forget now, it's like 1 out. Might be blended, but I think it's 1 rum. I'm not sure, actually. It's a complete mental block. I think that's it for all the new additions. I don't think I've got any other new additions that would fit in there. So any of those. But as you'll see coming up in a second, we're going to riff around with the different rums to make sure. Oh, sorry. No, they're column still. Sorry. Or blend, what I should say. So, rum rise. We are going 30 ml of category 3. So I'm going Dawley's 5-year-old. Barbados. Lovely jubbly. We are then going 15 ml, was it? Yeah, 2 lots of 15 ml. So 15 ml of category 2. Other category 2s, Appleton Signature. See, this is interesting. I've just thought of this, actually. I've got Appleton Signature as a blended lightly aged, but I've got Appleton's, I know, what am I talking about? Sorry. So, blended aged, obviously, Appleton 8-year-old as well would go in that. Sorry, I'm thinking of Angostura at the same time. So, that would be my new addition in the category 3. So, Appleton Signature would be in this category as well. So, category 2. So, I've got Appleton Signature in here, Dawley's 3-year-old, Eldorado 3-year-old, Mount Gay, which is up there somewhere, sort of tucked away. What else? Where are we? Plantation 3-star, Plantation Fiji would possibly be in here as well, and Veritas for a very different kind of feel in there. So any of those kind of vibes. Smuggler's Cove does kind of list it out. You just have to interpret it. You just kind of have to find whether they're blended, whether they're column stills, whether they're pot stills, whatever. So I've done quite a bit of that for you. But just give me a shout. I can pretty much find it quite easily. Right, so 15 ml of category 2, and then it's category 5, I think it is. So your black blended. I'm sure you guys over in the States will have like Karuba and things like that. We don't really get it over here. So Goslings or maybe Woods, things like that. I haven't got it. So 15 ml of a black blended. Right, that's it. There's no kind of juices. There's no other mixers. There's no anything like that. It's just as you see. So now I get to do the whole agitator cubes in my blend because it's big enough to handle agitator cubes. So crushed ice, a couple of agitator cubes. There we go. That'll do. Lovely jubbly. I need to sort my ice out properly. I've had a little change around and I weren't happy with the ice. But right, so here we go. Industrial. Nice. Let's give it a double speed. Woo! Look at that. So you should do it 5 seconds. I was just getting a bit excited because I've got this brand new blender. And the glass for this was a rocks glass or a double old fashioned. Let's go my beer tankard. There we go. Yeah. Look at that. I've even now got a sink behind me. How's that? So there we go. That is Don's Own Grog. Couple of ice cubes just for giggles in there. Nice. Oh, I kind of like that. Citrusy tart. Let's go back to the comments. What's people saying in here? Right. Any comments about this? Greetings from a Brit in Bulgaria. Who's that? John A. Newton. Hello in Bulgaria, John. They're all having a mission to get likes. Drums and Rums. I did see the premiere, but I was busy at the time. Hello, nice to meet you. John? Is it John? Has someone said hello to you? I'm not sure. I've got a funny feeling. I'm just remembering for a few hours ago. I think it's John. But if not, hello, Drums and Rums. And never heard of you. I love a good podcast, though. So I listen to a lot of podcasts. So I'll be having you in my earbuds most mornings on my daily walk. So we'll do about that. So that's another. I haven't gone down the rabbit hole yet, but it's a podcast. But I don't know whether it's the same thing on YouTube, but go and subscribe to him on YouTube as well. I was going to do a screenshot of a few other rum channels for everyone to kind of follow as well. Because there are some awesome kind of rum channels out there now. The big one I kind of want to get everyone to follow is Rum on the Couch. Go and have a search down. It's my mate Dave up in Manchester. He's got a lot of knowledge about rum. He's kind of a brand ambassador for quite a few rums in the UK, and he owns Manchester Rum Fest. So go and search him out, Rum on the Couch. But if any of the other guys come in, as we'll see them, I'll give them a shout and make sure you can get there. But we'll kind of get Matt act together next week, and I'll have some different links so you can kind of just go and hook yourselves up with other rum channels, because there's some awesome ones out there. Right, so loving your new blender. Cheers, Ash. Super appreciated. I'd like to have you on the podcast anytime, my friend. If you listen to me on podcasts, it does go off on random little tangents. I don't, So if you're up for that, I'm well up for a bit. I've been interviewed quite a few times on different podcasts, so I am up for that anytime. Restream's congratulating me for 100 messages. Woohoo! Thanks all. Right then, so that is lovely. The only thing I wouldn't say about it is kind of citrusy, it's tart. There's rum in there, but the rums don't really kind of shine through. And that's, I think I've got used to kind of like Jamaican sort of funk really punching through. So what I'm going to do, ready, set, rum. Yeah, Trevor, Uncle Pete and Trevor and everyone is, I was going to put links on screen so people could, like short links like stblive.uk/ like number 2 or number 3, so people could do. But coming to the Discord, we will kind of, I'll point you in the right direction of a few different rum channels. Right, let's hide that. So what I'm going to do now, I've got my mass kind of ready to go here. So I'm just going to quickly blend this up again. Who was it? Is it? If it is John, I can't remember it, but Drums and Rums, just easiest way to find me is Instagram. Just come onto Instagram, just slide into my DMs. Let's have a little chat. But yes, right. So I'm just going to flash blend this and get that going. Right, there we go. Right. There we go. Flash blend. Oh, that's proper ruby red. So what we are going to do first, the first thing I'm going to change up for this. So I've got this here of what we're going to do. Rums to flip. So I'm sticking with, so the first riff I'm going to do, I'm only going to do little tiddlers for this. The first riff I'm going to do is, I'm sticking with category 3, I'm sticking with category 2, but I'm going from Barbados to Guyana this time. So I'm going to do, so we're going for kind of like real sort of rich Demerara rums in this one, just to see what difference that makes to the cocktail. So it would be Eldorado 3-year-old. So that's my category 2. So my category 3, bearing in mind these are going to be half measures. So instead of 30 ml, I'm going for 15 ml. We are going to do, so 15, 7.5 ml of Eldorado 3-year-old. Nice. But I will stick with the Goslings, the black blended rum for this one. I don't know, what other black blended rums have we got access to in the UK? I can't think. So 15 ml, so 7.5 ml of black blended. Right, perfect. So this is the first one. How much difference? What did I measure this out to? I measured this out to, I forget now. Let's do 60, I think. No, a bit more, because there's quite a bit of foam in there. Right. And another ice cube. There we go. So roughly close. That should be 60 ml to the booze. Right. So how does Eldorado, how does Demerara rums, Guyana rums affect this compared to the Barbados rums? Wow, straight away, richer flavour of rum coming through there. I would say it's less tart. And obviously, this is batched, but this was batched, it's perfect. It's all been measured out. It's not me kind of going blue. The only thing I might have done, maybe the grenadine. The grenadine may be about 5 ml over, but not too much over. It's slightly different colour, not too much. But the rum really does kind of shine through in there. It's like, also I can say it's like those rich Demerara molasses. I can see Trevor's now shared some photos. Oh, hang on, who was that from? Oh, it's last week. No, Claire's up there as well. Sorry, I'll see these. Right. Sorry, it's because the Discord's off. So that's the first one I've done. Right, the second one, the second riff was going to do. So I'm going. I don't know where to do this. I might do this one last. We'll see. I've got English rum, so I'll save that to last. But so the second one I'm going to do for mine, I'm actually going to do. I'm going to swap from blended, so kind of pot stills and column stills, to out and out column still rums. So I'm going for Flor de Caña this time. I'm going Nicaragua, and also we're going from an English style of rum to a Spanish style of rum. So Flor de Caña 4 and Flor de Caña 7. And I think, even though I put Goslings, I think to keep it all Spanish, I might actually go Venezuelan. Pampero in this. I think that could be a good shout. Right, so 15 ml of my, well, it's not category 3, so this would be category 4. So 15 ml of category 4, so half of 30 basically. This hasn't, it's according to Smuggler's Cove, this doesn't have a category, but I call it sort of like a 4A, or just less than 4. So this is column stilled, lightly aged. It doesn't have a number on this, but I kind of refer to it as 4A, if you like. So 7.5 ml of Flor de Caña 4-year-old. Right, and I think, yeah, I will. I'll do the whole, I'll stick to a Spanish style of rum. As I say, Pampero Anniversario, it kind of is a sort of a black, darker blended rum for this. So we're going 7.5 ml of that. So how much difference does the whole Spanish style of things make? Right, let's go for this as well. And a bit of froth. There we go. Lovely jubbly. Right, that should be right. Another ice cube in there. Where's my stirry? Nice. There might be a bit more ice in that as well, diluting. That might be the other thing. Right. Oh, that's really different. That's gone back to that kind of citrusy kind of a tartness, whereas the Demerara rums are just making this rich cocktail. Wow, that's completely different. Yeah, I'm preferring the Demerara so far. Demerara's lovely, it's gorgeous. Just come back to the comments, see what's how's here. I see that right. Where we get to. DM sent, thank you. Question, Neil, what can I do with this Amarula and cream? I don't know. Chat to me on Drink Stuff for that. Any access to new fountain? Stefan. Where's it gone? Stefan. Cool. What do you mean, any access? Trevor number 2 sent this to me a few months back. We've got some screech. It's black blended. Oh, really? That's not black blended. That's far from black. Look at the colour of that. It's like brown. Is that, or is it a different? Is it an aged screech? Because that I definitely wouldn't put as black blended. Not when you consider like pusses and that. Let's have a little close up for those of you that haven't seen these. Let's have a little close up of these. Look, black. Pusses is slightly light brown, but look at the colour. That comparisons. That's not black blended compared to that. What are you talking about, you crazy Canadians? Banter. What give Lee Gannon? What gives black rum its caramel? I think we discovered it's E150A. Basically caramel, not as a flavour, but caramel colouring. Very few will be aged to the point where they're taking on that characteristics from a barrel. So it'll be a caramel colouring, not flavour, colouring. Although mentioning no names, Diageo owned will be no age at all. It'll just be a shed load of think of a well-known captain. it'll just be a shed load of caramel colour. It's a white rum that's just coloured up, whereas Goslings will be aged slightly. But yeah, that's all it is. It's just I think Windy found it. It's an E150A or 154A or something like that. Wild Child, I bought the custard syrup, top of your hedge drinks. Wild Child again, talk to us on Drink Stuff channel, not here. Framboise, so much depth of flavour, cool. I even sent the screech. E1 Stephen Beach, E158. Right, we've done that. So, oh no, hang on. Let's go to the third riff. I've got a spiced rum riff coming up here in a second. So this one, I'm going Jamaican. This is what I wanted to do. So Jamaican, out and out kind of Jamaican. So I'm going Jamaican Appleton for this. So this is my category 2. So I'm going 7.5 ml of that. I'm going for 15 ml of Appleton 8-year-old. So this will be my category 3. So 15 ml of that. And then for the black blended, even though it's not that black, but I couldn't not, I'm going for Hamden. Hamden 8-year-old. It's kind of dark, but not massively dark. So I'm going for 7.5 ml of that. It's probably, to be fair, it's probably on par with Screech. But I just wanted to go Jamaican. We love a bit of Jamaican. Right, I'm getting properly into the funk. So we've got that, and then let's go back to this. One of those. And that's lovely jubbly. Right, and then the ice cube in here. Right then, so Jamaican rum. Which one's going to win this, do we reckon? Oh, wow. I'll tell you what, the last couple of 2 months or so, I think it's ever since I got that Hamden 8-year-old, I've been properly wowed by Jamaican rums. Hence why I shot the Jamaican rum video yesterday. Oh my God, that's delicious. That Jamaican funk just works amazingly well in that cocktail. That's that. And then the final one I was going to do, obviously we want some spiced rum. We cannot not do spiced rum. I'm going to do the 2 swallows, wherever it's gone. If I've still got enough in that bowl. Oh, yeah. So I want 30 ml, all out 30 ml for this. So no other rums, just, oh yeah, tiny bit there. We'll have a little slug of that later. So no black blended, no categories, just all out 1 spiced rum for this. So for those of you that don't know, the 2 swallows is salted caramel. It's obviously spiced at the bottom of it, but salted caramel and citrus just to kind of sort of bring it through a little bit. Right, there we go. So that is the spiced. It's going to be completely and utterly different. You know, I'm not, there's no way I can say it's better. It's just going to be fun or different. You know, it's, wow, the smell. I mean, it's lovely. It's gorgeous. It is really, really nice. It brings spice notes through to the cocktail, and it leaves you with that lingering sort of tingle of spice. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's just different. You know, I'm not going to say it's better than that. I would actually say it's better than the Flor de Cana. I like it better than that. You know, that Flor de Cana, I'm not. To be fair, the first one, the original one, I've got nothing there. Let's just for giggles, let's just do the first one again, just with this mix here. So 7.5. Let's go. What was this one? This one's 15. And then the Gosling's back in here, so 15. Right. Just for giggles. In the interest of science, we like a bit of science, don't we? Right, and then 7.5 of black. There we go. Right. Lovely jubbly. Lovely jubbly. Right. And then top this up with the last bit of that. A tiny bit more. There we go. Oh, nearly bang on the money. So I'd measured out for 5. I was going to do English rums. That was the other one. That's the one I'm missing. let's not worry about that. Right, there we go. So this is that, just with that. No, it's similar. I'd say there's probably a touch more grenadine in there, a touch more syrup. That's all. And I'm not talking much. I'm talking like 2 or 3 ml per probably cocktail. But I still prefer that Demerara. That's gorgeous. But the Appleton, they're Jamaican. Jamaican rum is stunning. Mummy Barman, if you want to watch, if you want to taste, come and have a little taste. If you want to get your laughing lips around this. Right, 1, 2. Let's put these in that order. 1, 2. That's that one. That is, what was that one? I've forgotten already. Wrong order. That's that one. That's that one, and that's the spice. Yep. Yep. Right. Mummy Barman, if you want that, be my guest. So, what do we think of that? Basic Jamaican. I've got properly into Jamaican. So the whole point of that is just kind of showing you different cocktails. Like Smuggler's Cove, for instance, just even though it says category 3 or category 2 or whatever, it's just kind of showing you that different countries, different styles of rum are going to make huge difference. Even though it says category, you can still have Spanish, English styles, French styles in those categories. Demerara-based rums, you can have cane juice rums, you know, all that, different ages. Jamaican rum's going to be different to Barbados rums. So even though the Smuggler's Cove has got categories, the rums are going to make a huge difference. They're just going to be a completely different cocktail. So it's up to you to kind of find your way. That's the whole point of that. I think Jamaica won last week as well. Can't remember. But yeah. Right, let's go back and going through this. Where is Mummy B for a tasting? I don't know where Mummy B is for a tasting. Probably watching Emmerdale Farm or watching some sheepdog, herd sheep, whatever's on TV on Sunday nights. I think Jamaican is exactly what this drink needs in my... Yeah, totally agree. Stefan, going by Smuggler's Cove, they list Screech as black blended. They don't add colour, so I understand why yours is not dark. Screech is Jamaican aged in Canada. Oh, really? Okay, I didn't know that. Don't compare Hampton to Screech. Fair dues. No, we won't compare Hampton to Screech. Wild Child Appletini, that's fine. 24 with 44 watching. Up the likes. Yeah, up the likes, folks. What have we got? 44. Laura, not new but late to the party. Did I miss the rum tasting? No, the rum is coming up right now. Did you hear the like button just yet? Diary of a Rum Hunter. There we go. There's another YouTube channel for you to dive into. Go and search his little name out and then dive onto that. I've got properly down the rabbit holes of your videos. I'm just like, oh yeah, wow. There's some awesome stuff in there. So everyone go and check Diary of a Rum Hunter out as well. I tell you, next week I will get screenshots of all the different channels and I will kind of pop them up so you can kind of see them and follow. But yes, definitely go and follow. Really embarrassing. I don't know your name. I've not seen. Oh, the door's gone now. So Diary of a Rum Hunter. What's your first name? I don't know that. Right, Mummy Barman is here. That's that one. All right.
All right.
Okay, so it's mixed up. So Mummy Barman's just taking the cocktail straight away. Let's have a straw. Flav's new to the live stream. Mummy Barman, official taste tester. It's got more ice in it, so it's a bit more watery. No, Laura, don't panic. The rums are here. They are coming out next. Probably, as I say, 10 minutes behind schedule?
Oh, I like that one.
Oh, you like that one?
That one.
Yeah, well, that's the first one.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, it's got more ice in it, so it'll be slightly more watered down.
Yeah.
Come on, they're waiting for you. Come on, chop, chop.
I'm not trying more.
Of course you are.
No, I'm not.
Don't you normally do? What's different about tonight?
Yeah, I like that one.
She likes that one. You're an alcoholic.
No,
I didn't like that one either.
didn't you?
No. Drum roll. Oh.
Not bad.
Not bad. Oh, she's settling on the first one so far, the Barbados.
I like that.
Until she gets to the spiced rum. Which one? So Barbados wins out the real rums for you.
Right. I think I like that one.
Barbados.
Yeah.
Okay, she's settled with the original Barbados rum. And she's off with both of them now.
What's that one then?
Well, it's the Barbados rum. It's just
Oh,
with more
right.
ice. Do you want that?
No, I don't want that. No.
Why not?
No, it's horrible, that. It's got too much ice in it.
It's horrible. Too much ice, apparently. Right then. Question: has Mummy Barman ever been on camera?
No.
No. Her hand has. Very loosely in the swapping round videos. She's been like doing that, isn't she? If you've watched the last couple of videos, she's been there. But no, she won't come on. Only when she's got a makeup on and done her hair, you know, she's very not stains all over her shirt, like she just, you know, just sits around the house with like baked bean stains all over her. You know what these OAPs are like. Right. Where are we going? Darren. Hello, Darren. Darren. Right then. So just so I can quickly scrub to this, I am going to put this on screen now. We are going to get into the rum tasting, rum reviews. Boom. There we go. YouTube will allow me to see that very, very quickly. So it's rum review time. We're only 6 minutes behind. Kevin, don't panic. So these little bad boys were given to me by Laura in Drink Stuff. This is I'll come around here so you can all see these if you've not seen Instagram and all that malarkey. So this is Pirates Grog. These are just little sample bottles. Now, come on, camera. Right, so that's their sort of semi-original 5-year-old rum. We have got a spiced rum, which I have had a few years ago now. We've got that. And then we've got this little beast, which I've never had. And that, ladies and gents, for a full-size 70cl is £79. It's called, I don't know whether you can see it, it's called Rum Number 13. The only thing I don't know with this, and I don't know whether it's on the actual thing, so they do limited runs, and I'm not sure which batch this is. I think they're up to maybe batch 5. It was started in 2015, 16, something like that, the number 13. But they do a limited run every single year. Now, there's not, I might take that, can I get the postcard? Might be able to get it without destroying the box. Oh no, it's sticking. Oh no, I won't destroy that. So, before I dive in, hey Carl, how are you? Just seen you pop on. Just got smugglers. Question: Ant, has Mummy? Oh yeah, we've seen that. Sorry. £79. No thanks. No thanks. It might be the best rum you've ever had. Right. So, what can I tell you about Pirates Grog? Well, I'll be honest, not a lot. I have. So he's not the owner, but Ferdinando. I'm sure that's your real name if you are watching. He's not the owner, but I've encountered him many times. We've bumped into each other quite a few times, most recently down at Trade Rumfest. So when was that? November time? I forget when that was. But we've seen each other on the circuit for a few years. I think Ferdinando is the blender for this. And there's a couple of people, I forget their names now. I should have written it down, but they actually own the company. I didn't make notes of this. No, I didn't make notes. So basically, the long story short, a couple, I forget their names, so really, really sorry, but went over to Roatan, which is just off on a holiday many years ago, off the Honduras coast. They found a rum. There's a story loosely connected to a pirate out there, and kind of brought that back to the UK. As far as I'm aware, and this needs to be clarified, because at the end of the day, they're not about the base rums. They're not about telling you this rum is from this country and this rum is from that. As far as I'm aware, they are a blend of different Caribbean rums that was originally blended on Roatan, if I'm saying that right, but is actually now blended back in the UK, if I've got that right. Don't hold me to that. I say we don't know what the base rums are in here. I just know that they're not Honduras or Roatan rums. Okay, they are a blend of different Caribbean rums. But as I say, they're not about that. There's some, like for the Lovers, for instance, the Lovers is, well, it's David Cordova, Mr. Daiquiri, but it's a kind of a blend of different, they're very forthcoming that it's a blend, but very forthcoming about where the rums have come from as well. Whereas this is it's a fun brand, essentially. Okay, so it's not going up there against anything really behind the back of the bar. Maybe kind of loosely going up against stuff like the Lovers, loosely going up against Lost Years, but that's really about it on the back of my bar. I can't think. Duppy Share, maybe. Duppy Share would be kind of a loose kind of comparison. You know, so Duppy Share, it doesn't, I'm sure Duppy's got a bit of Worthy Park in it. I forget what else is in there now. I'm sure it's Worthy Park in Duppy, but don't hold me to that. But Duppy Share would be a brand that is kind of a blended. Plantation, for instance, you know, again, Plantation is a blend of different rums, whether they're, well, this is Barbados, but you've got Trinidad in there. I keep saying Trinidad, it's not Trinidad. It's Barbados and Jamaica. That's Trinidad. God's sake, barman, God's sake. So that's all I can really loosely tell you with that. I will start off with the spiced rum first. So we'll go down in there. Spiced rum for a 70 cl, you're talking roughly about £30 a bottle. Direct, I didn't look at Master of Malt, if I'm being brutally honest. You probably get it maybe £26, £27 on Master of Malt. I've got a bit of blurb that I've just cut and pasted. Pirates Grog Spiced is an exotic fusion of salt, caramel, and a touch of allspice, and a secret ingredient that can be found growing along the enchanting coast shores of Roatan, Honduras. As the fourth expression in an award-winning Pirates Grog collection, the rum is the result of adding a new dimension to deliciously smooth Pirates Grog 5-year-old. So, essentially, what we've got is I kind of wanted to go rum to. I don't want to go rum and then drink that and then spiced rum to finish. I want to go from rum to proper rum. Hence why I'm doing the spiced first. But essentially, it's that 5-year-old rum spiced up for all intensive purposes. All right. Created using a large number of fresh ingredients, expect subtle sweetness, sits in tandem with taste of pure quality. It's taken over a year to reach perfection, blah, blah, blah. Right, so spiced rum. Good 50 cl there. Ooh, my little number 5's come off the bottom. Right, I can see the fun fact that I sat with the Pirates Grog guys many years ago when I attended world record for the largest rum tasting. Wow, there we go. Yeah, I can't think of what their names are. I'd say I know Ferdinando is kind of like he's pretty, whether he's part of the company in ownership wise or whether he's just a master blender or whatever his official title is, I don't know. But he's definitely more than the brand ambassador. I know that much. Will you be at the Miami Rum Congress? No. I would love to get to the US at some point, but no, I won't be there. UK, I'm pretty much all over the UK stuff, but we're not out in Miami yet. Where else? And Chairman's Reserve for spiced. Right, and what you're getting, right, Chairman's Reserve spiced, that is not Chairman's Reserve. That's not spiced rum. That's basically quality out and out rum. So there's no comparison. And I'm getting a few people comment on certain videos now about this. There is absolutely no comparison to spiced rum or from spiced rum to proper rum. Okay. If your palate is spiced rum, that's absolutely fine. You know, we're not here to be snobby. It's all inclusive. I love my spiced rums, but you cannot compare spiced rums to proper rums. You just can't. Go and watch it. If you haven't done so already, go and watch the video that's got a Kraken on the front of the thumbnail and says, "This is not rum." Go and watch that. And that will kind of tell you all about it of why you can't compare them. So fine. If your palate's not there with proper rum, absolutely fine. Stick with spiced rum, but you can't compare them. That's all I'm saying. Right. Lots and lots and lots. Right, okay, let's get into the tasting. So, well, I forget what was in it now, but I'm getting massive salted caramel notes. Bit of spice, not much fruit, just salted caramel. Do you know what? That actually really reminds me of Hursty's 2 Swallows. Really does remind me of that. Very, very similar nose. I get lots of citrus coming off that, but the salted caramel, that's really up there for the 2 Swallows. So what else did he say was in here? The ingredients expect subtle. A fusion of salt, caramel, and a touch of allspice. Okay. Yeah, salted caramel. That's the nose, 100%. There's not much else coming off there. Right, taste. Quite sweet in the mouth. Massive salted caramel notes. The finish is quite short. There's a little bit of spice. A little bit of spice hitting the sort of back of my gums, the side of my mouth. But I would say it's a very sweet spice, a very sweet spiced rum. I don't really do this too often, but the sweetness scales, I would potentially give that 3.5 to 4 out of 5. That for me is quite a lot sweeter than some of the spiced rums that I've had. And they're 37.5%, I think it is. 37.5%. Also, I essentially get off that, and it is lovely, is salted caramel with a touch of like peppery spice off it. I don't get too much else. That for me has just got spiced rum and coke written all over it. Maybe ginger beer. Yes, it's gonna look. I love Hursty's 2 Swallows in a daiquiri and things like that. So yes, that's going to work with a daiquiri. Just be mindful that is a lot sweeter than some of the spiced rums, but it does taste really nice. Just personally a bit too sweet. I like sipping my spiced rums neat. So my little belly can't handle the fizz, so I keep saying that as much as it used to. So I do like sipping them neat. That for me is too sweet for me to sip neat. Lovely kind of caramel notes to it. It's salted caramel at the end of the day. But that's just a bit too sweet for me personally. Your Dead Man's Fingers fans, your Lamb's fans, your Lamb Spiced fans. What else are we? Bumbu fans, not Bombo. Bombo is way sweeter than that, but Bumbu. That's kind of your wheelhouse. That's that sweetness that I'm talking about. Okay, it's not Pussers, it's not Chairman's Reserve, it's not 2 Swallows or Rockstar or anything like that. It's not, to be fair, back in I was having a little taste of that again. It's not even remotely sort of duppy share. You know, the sweetness is really dialed back in that. Possibly just a touch sweet in a rum bullion as well. I just sort of see that in the corner of my eye there. I would struggle to have a glass of that neat. That is quite sweet for me. Lovely, but quite sweet. Right. And Hursty needs to get on the ball with that empty. Right. 1. Trevor, 1. Oh, I've got to move him. There's a subtle thing for what's coming up next week. Dun, dun, dun. But getting on the ball. 2, 3, 4, 5. He's on the ball. Don't worry. Right. Let's put those back down there. Right. Let's get on to the proper rum. Let's get on to the 5-year-old rum. Let's not mess around with this. Where else do we get to? Yeah, spiced orange. Yeah, ginger ale probably. Ginger ale more than ginger beer for that. Definitely, I would say. I forgot about the spiced orange ginger ale. Again, I'm looking at the other mixes I've got here. I've got a load of Stratford sodas now. Maybe the spiced Stratford soda. I've got a load of the tropical. Excuse me. Potentially not the tropical there. Daiquiri mix maybe for that. I've got all the old Jamaicas up now there. So the pineapple, the tropical. What's that other one? I forget the other. I've got the cars up there, or KA, whatever you want to call them. Ginger beers, the Rubicons. Yeah, they would all work. I just think it's a bit sweet for me. That's all. So yeah. And I think that's all the comments. Neil, take a look at my YouTube. I unboxed them. Yes, shit, Claire. Yeah, Claire. Claire, share your YouTube. Will be Claire Enchanted, won't it? Just click, guys. Just go and click on Claire's name. She unboxes the Craft Rum Club and the Spiced Rum Club and Rum Box. Is it XX? I forget what it is now. Right. Spoiler alert. Right. I think because of my Ashley, you're going to love that then. Absolutely love that. That's my kind of stash. Right then. So this 5-year-old, handcrafted, all natural 5-year-old. Again, this is 37.5%. What can I tell you about this, if anything? Where's my mouse? Come back, mousey. There it is. Right. So the rum has been aged in white American oak bourbon barrels for 5 years before being blended in small batches. This makes the rum perfectly smooth and rich flavours of vanilla, butterscotch and raisin. It was originally created on the Caribbean island of Roatan, which is famed for pirate history, by the master blender and chief pirate. There he is, Robert J. van der Weg. That's who this is sort of based on. But as I say, I'm pretty sure it's blended in the UK now. Pretty sure. And as I say, I don't know the rums. I did try and find the rums, but I can't find the rums. Even the reviews from like 2015, 14, 15, when this first came out, there wasn't that much in there about the rums, the base rums. So, smell wise, definitely sort of vanilla notes on there. Not really getting too much else. There's something a bit fruity, like citrus, orange maybe, coming on the nose. Actually, yeah, it's reminded me sort of because I had it earlier. It's reminded me of the Fortunella a little bit. It's sort of that orange burst of orange kind of juiciness, but vanilla. What else did we say in there? Butterscotch and raisin. No, I'm not really getting that. I'm definitely not going raisin off it. Rum and raisin. Oh, rum and raisin ice cream? No. Oh, mate, well, no, not really. Right, tasting. I'll have to have another one. I should have had a sip of water after that. It's just cleaning the sort of syrupy spiced notes away. So I'll have another sip of that. First sip was quite watery, but I let my palate quite reacclimatise because that would have had a lot of those spice notes in there. My bad, I forgot about that. Right, so let's go back again. It is quite a thin rum. It's got a bit of peppery bite to it. Very kind of easy sipper. Entry level. Right, okay. It's kind of light. It's a very light rum as well. I get what I mean by the butterscotch. There is kind of that butterscotchy, it probably would. Yeah, I would kind of class it as butterscotch. I was going to sort of say toffee, like is kind of a mouthful with vanilla, but yeah, it probably is more butterscotch if I am being honest. But it's an entry level rum to get people from, and kind of this is where I am with this channel, to get people from sort of spiced rum and inquisitive about real rums. You know, if you're a spiced rum fan, you are never going to sort of start off with your Flor de Caña 12-year-olds, your El Dorado 12-year-olds, your Ron Cube, your 10-year-olds, your Appleton, your Appleton 8 and 12. You're never going to go from sweet spiced rums to that. So we're kind of looking for those rums that kind of the crossover point. And I think this is actually kind of a really good entry level just to kind of get you used to rum. It's not going to win many plaudits from the rum community. I'll be brutally honest there. But in the same way, for me, Duppy Share doesn't either. You know, Duppy Share does a job very, very well. Duppy Share does that kind of in-betweeny kind of role. You know, it's never going to please out-and-out rum fans, but it is lovely if you are just sort of crossing over. If you're a spiced rum fan that just wants something that isn't that sweet, isn't that spiced, that's where these kind of rums are sort of sat for me. But the finish is gone. It's a very, very short finish on that. A good alternative for me, right? Here we go. A good alternative for like your Mount Gay Eclipse. What else do you get from your supermarket? Probably I would put Bacardi 4 above it, if I'm being honest. What else would Havana Especial? Oh, right. So Havana, I do like Havana Especial. I would say Havana's. I've just seen the Discord there. I will share those photos. I'll do the rum taste and I'll share the photos. Remind me, don't forget, write it in capital letters, share photos. Sorry. It's because I haven't got it up on the software. I've closed it. I do like Havana, but Havana has got kind of, it can be sometimes a little bit too harsh for a newbie. This isn't harsh at all. This has got nothing that's going to kill your palate. It's going to go, whoa, that. So actually, it's kind of an entry level. I would say that's actually really kind of nice rum. But yeah, I don't get, there's not many layers to it. I get that initial burst of spice, hints of vanilla, but it is butterscotch. I don't get the raisin at all, and I love my rum and raisin ice cream. and then the finish is gone. It's literally there a few seconds and it's gone. Very short finish on it. But as I say, cracking entry-level rum. If you can find that on offer, I don't know where Ross. I don't know whether Ross is our deals finder. I forget where he puts that, whether it's in the membership or whether it's in the actual outer part of the Discord. If Ross ever finds that on offer, if you want a crossover from a spiced rum to a proper rum, that will get you started. I'd be quite happy to kind of recommend that for that. Right, let's. I think we're there. Is there anything I'm kind of missing? Don't forget, any questions or anything, put them in the capital letters so I don't miss them, because I've got all the comments on. I like this. My iPad's here with the comments now. It's kind of good. This is the 15 Rum. Right, they're all chatting around there. The Jamaican version of this drink is miles ahead of the original. What are we talking about? I don't know what Trevor's talking about. I've missed the whole conversation there. Right, so let's go on for this. So this is number 13. As I say, I don't know. This is, bearing in mind, so here's the thing with this. This is supposedly a 13-year-old rum. As I say, I don't know what batch it is. I know they've done at least 5 batches, if not more, of this. So I don't know. I've lost my mouse again. I don't know what batch this is. But I do know it's retails off their website for £79. My only slight gripe with this straight away is it's a 40%er. And if, you know, in my head, right, if you're going to charge, say, £79 for a rum, you're obviously going to aim it at proper rum lovers. And proper rum lovers aren't really going to be looking at 40%ers. They're going to be looking at sort of 43s, 46s. I don't know kind of where my head sits at that. Right. The Pirates Grog. Oh, I've cut and pasted here. This is batch 6. Pirates Grog number 13, batch 6. This is what this is. Brand new bolder blend with equally exquisite taste to batch 1 to 5. Following the immense popularity of the initial batches of number 13, a master blender, I'm sure that's Ferdinando, has been hard at work to develop yet another fantastic flavour profile, and that the original blend. Having reached maturity, another barrel has been cracked open to create this outstanding 13-year-old. This time the splash of Pirates Grog original blend resulting. So it's got a little bit of that 5-year-old in it. So, hang on. Having reached maturity, another barrel has been cracked open to create this outstanding 13-year-old rum. This time, the splash of Pirates Grog original blend resulting in... So, if it's got... Can you see where my head's going straight away here? If this is a 13-year-old rum, is that 5-year-old... Because if that's got a blend of 5-year-old in it, then it's not a 13-year-old rum. There's a 13-year-old rum in there, but it's not. Do you get where my head's going with that? Has an award-winning bottle, blah, 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 premium design, 13 rum enthusiast. This one's to be sipped neat, appreciated, and loved. Sip neat on the rocks, delicious rum. Right. Yeah, interesting. So if it's got the 5-year-old in it, it's not. It's got 13-year-old rum in there, but is it a 13-year-old rum because it's got blended 5-year-old? So, right. Question, Ashley. If you were to pick me 3 starter rums from your shelves to get me from spiced to proper rum, what would you say? Right. Before I go there, I will answer this because I think this is quite topical. Claire's done hers. Oh no. Trevor. I'm not sure whether they're doing that. Trevor's talked about, right, okay, so 3 starter rums. Very, very easy for me, he says, looking around. So I potentially would, it depends, right, budget. I'm thinking of budget here for a start off. I would potentially go with something like that, Duppy Share. However, I would personally try and get someone over to a Demerara kind of rum. I know it's a little bit expensive for us in the UK. If you were in Canada right now, I'd say, hell yeah, get on the 12-year-old because it's a stupid price over in Canada. But that, for me, that was one of the first rums I ever had neat, the Eldorado 12-year-old, and I absolutely loved it because it is that Demerara. It's kind of not sweeter, but it's more forgiving. You know, it's kind of the texture in your mouth. It's kind of it's a lovely going down. It's just Demerara-based rums, which are lovely. The 5-year-old for me is nice. But it depends what you're doing with it. Right. Who was it? Ash. Was it Ash? I'm sure it was Gibbo, wasn't it? Yeah, Ash. Right. Ash. If you are kind of mixing it, then I potentially would go, if we're talking about mixing, I'd potentially go something like Duppy Share is a good starting point. Eldorado 5-year-old, because that is really lovely to mix. These guys up here, Plantation, the Original Dark, is a very good rum to mix, neat. Perhaps not the best to sip, to mix. Perhaps not the best to sip neat, but a great rum to get you started with rum and cokes and things like that. Because I would imagine you drink, I don't know, Ash, we haven't had this chat, but Ash, if you're a spiced rum and coke drinker as opposed to a neat spiced rum drinker, then these rums are going to be brilliant for rum and cokes to kind of ease you into rum, essentially. But if you are a neat sipping rum, if you like your spiced rums neat, I'm really kind of potentially just to get you straight out onto the Eldorado 12-year-old. I know it's a bit more expensive, but I'm that confident you're going to be like, oh yeah, I like that. I had a field day on the Appleton 8-year-old yesterday. Absolutely love that. It might be a little bit above you, but for neat, it's kind of nice. So I wouldn't recommend Appleton Estate, the signature, for the first out and out neat that you have. I think I've just seen Trevor comment as well. Plantation, where did Trevor go? 3 stars, Appleton signature. Yeah. Sorry, forgot them. Bacardis. Yes, definitely. They're not award-winning rums, so I completely forgot about Bacardi. They're not award-winning rums, but they are epic for starter rums. They are really, really good for starter rums. Start off in a 4-year-old, neat and in cocktails, but then go up to the 8-year-olds. They are, I just think they're brilliant, perfect rums for that. So I completely forgot about Bacardi there. Completely forgot. So yeah, good shout for them. What did Claire put? Claire's put... Dawley's 3-year-old. Oh no, sorry, it's a different question. Ash. Yep, and diary. So yeah, Diplomatico. I haven't got any Diplo here actually. I've got plenty. I've got little bottles of Dictador. Dictador and Diplomatico are sweeter rums but they are. I haven't even looked at the price of Diplo for ages actually. I've got a funny feeling that's quite expensive in the UK, but I don't know. So yeah, plenty of chats there for that. These guys will help you out. It just annoys me. I say this every week. It just flipping annoys me that you Canadians get that for a stupid price. The Eldorado 12-year-old. It's literally like tap water for you guys. It's like stupid money. It's like double the price over here. Right, anyway, let's crack on with this 13-year-old that may not be a 13-year-old, but I kind of don't know. Right, so So it's quite funny. I didn't do that. I didn't kind of say the legs on the spiced rum. It just really, really coats the glass there. Really. To be fair, the 13-year-old does a little bit as well. The 5-year-old doesn't at all. The 5-year-old just doesn't coat the glass. It just doesn't stick there. But the 13-year-old is. Right. Smell-wise. Well, I'm getting plenty of kind of the tropical fruit sort of nose. So they're a bit stone fruit as well. There's vanilla in the back there. There is quite a lot of alcohol in that actually. For 37.5%, is that 37 or 40? It's 40%. There's quite a lot of sort of alcohol hitting me in the eyes from that. But yeah, stone fruit, maybe a bit of vanilla. No spice. What is that? There's something else in there. Can't really pick that out. What else that is? Not much. I'll be honest, smelling it, I'm not expecting different layers to it. I'm just expecting an all-out layer, but we shall see. Right, let's just have a bit of water. Right. Well, so in rum terms, a spice, the finish on that. Again, that's quite interesting because on first tasting, I thought that was quite thick. It was quite, or had that element of sweetness to it. But actually, when it finishes again, it finishes quite thin, which is kind of a little bit like if you have we've just been talking about it, if you have your Eldorado, if you have your Appleton 12-year-old, they've got more body to them. This is quite thin. And again, this kind of makes me think that this is actually quite a decent, all right, 80 quid, but it's quite a decent entry-level rum. It's definitely no different layers of complexity to it. It's got a nice spice bite to it. I get very soft vanilla. What else does that remind me of? The stone fruit's there. For some reason, I really get apricot off that. It's really interesting because it's holding the glass. You know, it's coating the glass, but it actually does finish quite thin. It's got a medium length finish to it. It doesn't disappear after a couple of seconds like the 5-year-old does. It's got a lovely warming kind of spice note to it. Maybe that sort of, has it got allspice? What are they kind of tasting notes? I don't think I saw tasting notes for this actually. Really kind of tingling on your lips. That is actually really nice. Is it worth 80 quid? Let's crack the Appleton 12-year-old out, which is what? 30, I don't know. Let's crack the Appleton 12-year-old out. Let's do that. Maybe an unfair comparison, I don't know. We've got Appleton 12 against a 13-year-old. So, you know, all right, you've got unmistakable. I should have gone Dawley's, to be fair. You've got unmistakable sort of Jamaican notes coming off the Appleton 12-year-old. But I'm talking price-wise here. You know, the Appleton 12 just bounces off both sides of your palate. You've got different. On one side, you've got your kind of tropical fruit, your kind of banana, sort of your pineapple notes, a hint of coconut, and then the other side, as it goes down, you've got kind of like the sort of spice notes coming out there. There's different layers to the Appleton 12-year-old. I kind of want to do the Dawley's now, the Dawley's 12. I'm just purely comparing this on price alone, because I know, like the Appleton 12, completely forgotten now. What's the Appleton 12? It must be £35. Dawley's was 38 to 40. Oh, it's gorgeous. Dawley's, comparison-wise, finish-wise, the Dawley's is more with the Pirates Grog than the Jamaican, obviously, because the Jamaican's got that funk to it coming. But I don't want because I know the guys pretty well, and it's obviously a present from DRINKSTUFF, and you know it's lovely, it's delicious. I would call these brilliant sort of entry-level rums. I'm just struggling to get my head around the £80 or £79, and I don't know what price that'll be on like Master of Malt and Amazon will be the same price because that'll come from Pirates Grog. I'm struggling to justify that as an £80 rum. That's basically it in a nutshell. And I can see these comments flying around here. The Dawley's. Hang on, what's going on here? The Dawley's is just kind of, sorry, I was looking at my WhatsApp going off there. The Dawley's just kind of all different layers of flavour. And if someone could dive into, oh, hang on, ED37. If someone could do me a favour and just quickly, Claire's on it, can quickly find me the price of Dawley's 12-year-old. I know it's sold out, but if you can just quickly find your price of Dawley's 12-year-old, that would be amazing. I know Appleton 12 is roughly just about 40. Trevor, pipe down with your 32. I was going to say Australian, Canadian dollars. 30, that is ridiculous. Always on sale for 25 Canadian dollars. That is stupid money. Stupid money. I'm struggling to, yeah. I've got two things with this. I want a clarification of whether it's 13-year-old, because if it has got the 5-year-old in it, then it ceases to become a 13-year-old rum. Yes, there's 13-year-old rum in there, but it's not the whole rum. It's not aged for 13 years if it's got the 5-year-old in there, unless the 5-year-old is aged for another sort of seven years. Right, the prices are coming in now. Yeah. So that's for the Dawleys, £40 and 94p. £40. So you're telling me the Dawleys is half the price of Pirates Grog? Yes, it's limited edition. It's limited releases. I don't know. Perhaps I'm just not at the rum guru level where I really do appreciate that as an £80 rum. Perhaps that's just that. Perhaps that's my thing. Perhaps I just literally do prefer the Appleton 12-year-old and the Dawley's 12-year-old for half the price, and that's my benchmark because they are that good at 40 quid a bottle. I can't justify that being 80 quid. Perhaps I don't because my palate is not like superbly trained in proper out and out rums yet. I'm kind of learning with you guys. You know, we're all going through this together. Yes, I've drunk rums all my life, but not proper rums. You know, I've been at this level and lower most of my life. You know, kind of getting up to the 12-year-old. All right, the Flor de Carne, the El Dorado has been a benchmark of most of my kind of rum drinking life, but Jamaican rums and all the agricoles and like the Veritas, for instance. Yeah, perhaps that's just it. Perhaps my palate is not quite there yet. Perhaps I'd like to see reviews of this actually. I didn't look at that. I get lovely stone fruit off that. I do get apricot notes. I do get a bit of vanilla. It's super smooth, medium finish to it. I don't know. Yeah, I'm kind of at a loss for that. If I hadn't seen the price, I would have said that's amazing. I really, really like that. I think that's the sticking point. Right, here we go. If I hadn't seen the price, what do I think to the rum? The rum is absolutely lovely. Really, really like it. Slightly different to anything I've got here. Would quite happily have a bottle of that. Really, really nice. But unfortunately, I have seen the price. And now I have to compare it to other rums in that category. And for me, I kind of don't understand why it's that price. That's my final kind of thing on it. Gorgeous. If you are, as I say, the 5-year-old, if you are entry level, perfect rum for you to get in there. Really kind of sort of taste rums. There's nothing that's going to linger around for ages to kind of put you off rum. It's just going to be, oh yeah, I kind of like that, and then you start to get inquisitive after that. Again, I would put that the number 13. I would put that in exactly the same category. Perfect kind of starter rum. I just can't get my head around the price. That's all. That is all it is with that. So yeah, yeah, I need to get the Dawley's XO. Like. What are you lot trying to get likes on this? Is that what's going on? Right, let me just scroll back through here. I like having the comments here, to be honest. The comments are good. Right, Trevor's showing off about the price of El Dorado. I'm scrolling back to about 5 minutes ago. If I missed anything before that, then I'm really, really sorry. Oh, hang on. Right, I'm going back there 7 minutes ago. Right, sounds like my exact tasting notes to Real McCoy 12-year-old. Don't know what that is. Right, let's just come through. I've not seen any questions. I would like to get Dawley's here. Do you not get Dawley's in Canada? That's interesting. Or your part. Where you're on? Hang on. Where, Stefan? You're Ontario, aren't you? I think you're the other side. You're the other side to the two Trevors. I'm pretty sure of that. You're Dave's side, I think. One more like. Right, awesome. Question, Ant. Have you ever done a live with only proper rums where you review and chat about them? Yeah. Ant, what do you mean by proper rums? I'm slightly confused by that because we do that most weeks. Well, proper rums for what I've got. I haven't gone to, the full, like a Diary of a Rum Drinker. If you look at the rums on his channel, and oh Jesus, they were on here earlier. What they oh Jesus, what's the other rum channel? Trevor, who was we were talking about earlier? That was comparing the Appletons, the 12-year-old Appletons. What's that channel? That's why I need these on here. yeah, you know, properly up top end rums. I haven't gone down that route yet. I'm properly sitting at kind of the entry level. I'm trying to take people and myself on a journey from spiced rum into proper rum. That's kind of where I am. So, Anne, I just want to know what you mean by proper rum, because I know you're a spiced rum fan. So kind of just there, just kind of want that sort of clarifying. Ready, set, rum. Yes, that's it. Right. Ready, set, rum. They talk about some, and again, because they're American or whichever island they're from, West Indian essentially. I think it's Jamaican, Barbados. I forget where he's from now. Essentially, the rums they get out there are very different to the rums we get here. They're jealous of us. We're jealous of them. There's like all these different rums that they get that we can't, and vice versa. Neil, I have Eldorado 8. What's the difference to ED12? Please don't say 4 years. 4 years. Right, okay. Before we get into the old cocktail thing, because I did say about 9:30, so we got that. Let's just do a little taste comparison of these two. I've got all these tasting glasses here. Right. So the 5-year-olds. And I have got the 5. I have got, as most of you will know, I have got some Eldorado 8-year-old here as well. That's actually the bottle break, so it's in Havana. Havana bottle. But yeah, that is Eldorado 8-year-old. So again, that's quite a lot darker. So we'll do the 8 in a Havana 3-year-old bottle. I tell you, I don't know what happened. The bottle just completely sliced off the top of my 8-year-old. And we will go for the Eldorado. So I just want to kind of show you. I wanted to do this. Just because this will be a cracking starting point. Right. And I'll come right up to the camera so you can kind of see them. Yeah. So who was it? Was it Neil? Neil. It was Neil. Right, Neil. So this is the 5-year-old. Right. Can you sort of see that? That sort of light coppery kind of colour there. So that's the 5-year-old. This is just colour alone. Right. So now I'm going to compare that to this one here is the 8-year-old. So can you kind of see that? And yes, we know there's going to be a bit of caramel in there as well to give it a little bit of depth of flavour, but it's going to be a lot more flavour, a lot more sort of Asian to it as well. So kind of Demerara notes. Right, now if I can hold all three up, because you will get a different depth of colour again. This is the Appleton 12-year-old. So can you see that's even, not sure whether that's coming through on camera even more. Can you see the difference between those three? So this one here is the 5, middle is the 8, and that is the 12. Yeah. So just in colour alone. So from the colour, you can kind of pick out what's coming here. I'm sure I got that. No, there we go. Did I get that in the? I'm flipping out. That's the 12, isn't it? That's better. Right. So the 5-year-old, you know, the Demerara rum, it's just unmistakable kind of, you know, just that sort of Demerara sugar is complete. If you've ever had, most of you should have had Demerara sugar. You'll know exactly how Demerara sugar smells and tastes different to normal granulated or caster sugar. You should need no instruction to that. And that is the nose you get off that. You get Demerara sugar. The 5-year-old is quite a peppery bite. You can tell it's like a young, fresh rum. But again, because it's Demerara based, it's and ultimately smoother. You know, it's a cracking rum to drink neat. I really like that 5-year-old neat. You get plenty of vanilla on there. Not vanilla like a spiced rum. You know, Dead Man's Fingers or Sailor Jerry or anything like that. I'm not talking that amount of vanilla. I'm not talking about like half a gallon of vanilla essence added to a bottle. You get subtle hints of vanilla, chocolate. As it's lengthening out, I get chocolate off that Eldorado 5-year-old. Right, let's go up to the 8-year-old. The 8-year-old is a great Demerara for cocktails. Right, nose on this, just heavy, heavy treacle. That's the nose. Vanilla again, but sort of heavy, kind of deeper sort of treacle notes to it. You just want to mix that in cocktails. I've never really been a fan of the 8-year-old neat, but cocktails just a whole different level. But burnt caramel is the first note I get off that. It is lovely. It is lovely, neat. I just, for some reason, it's just kind of like a go-to cocktail rum. You know, burnt caramel, toffee notes, rich, really rich kind of demerara sugar notes to it. Bit of vanilla. It's just gorgeous. So that's going from the 5 to the 12. 5 to the 8. Now the 12-year-old. And both, I think this is how me and Trevor first started talking about rum, to be fair. Many, like, probably a couple of years ago now. I don't know, I've lost track of time. But I think the Eldorado 12-year-old has been a firm fixture between me and in our chats for years. And right, the smell on this, again, just, it's kind of like that caramel notes, that burnt toffee, burnt sugar. Unmistakable demerara. Super, super smooth. For me, and I don't know how many people feel the same, for me, that is the pinnacle of the brand. I have been fortunate enough to try the 15-year-old, the 21-year-old. For some reason, I've got Eldorado's got a 23-year-old. I don't know where that's come from. But a 21-year-old, the 25-year-old. Well, I've been fortunate enough to taste those. Eldorado are pretty forthcoming when they go around to do tastings. They will crack the whole range out. For me, the 12-year-old has always been the pinnacle of the range. I absolutely adore the 12-year-old. I do not like the 15-year-old. The 20, I'm sure, I don't know where the 23 come from, but the 21-year-old is like too whiskey forward for me. Because, you know, 21 years in kind of whiskey bourbon barrels is going to do it, especially out in the Caribbean, is going to do a lot of kind of whiskey notes to the rum. But that 12-year-old is just the ultimate sweet spot. In entry level, going back to Ash's question ages ago, talking about entry level rums, if it wasn't for the price, literally that would be my first bottle that I grabbed to sort of give to people. Just say, there, go and try that. Have a session on that. Get you from spiced rum to proper rum. It would be that. It's just the price. That's all it is. Because I think, you know, for me, it was my starting point. Absolutely my starting point. I was there for years with demerara rums. Absolutely years and years. It's only in the latter few years that I've got used to sort of Spanish styles of rum. Different nuances coming there. Jamaican rums. I wouldn't touch Jamaican rums up until about 5 years ago. That funk was way too much for me. All of those. My palate's changed dramatically. I would happily drink all of those neat. But a 12-year-old. Right, what happened to the comments? Right, so that's that. Right, Ant. Sorry, I mean top shelf rums, not spiced rums. Sorry if the question didn't make sense. I'm working through your videos in a moment. So again, it depends what you mean by top shelf rums, because if we're talking, so it depends, you know, sorry, without being pedantic, top shelf rums can mean different things to different people. You know, if you go into a bar and they've got like Mount Gay and Duppy's Share and all, a top shelf rum to a bar could be Dawley's 5-year-old, could be Eldorado 5-year-old. You know, that could be top shelf. For me, top shelf in here is Flor de Carne 8-year-old, Puss's 15, Roncube 10, because that is proper kind of up there for that. Appleton, yeah, Appleton had 12. And to be fair, if I'm putting the Appleton 12 up there, I have to put the Flor de Carne 12 up there. But you're talking, you know, like 60 quid a bottle there. But you go way above that, 60 quid. I mean, all right, we've got that. We've got that there. It's like 80 quid a bottle. What else? What else have we got here? Oh, Jesus, hang on. 130 quid a bottle. The Extreme, I forget which one number this was. Extreme number 4? Yeah, number 4. Extreme number 4. 130 quid. That, you know, that's proper top shelf. So yeah, it just depends. You can't really, you know, you've kind of got a bracket, and I know you're really from going from spiced rum to rum. I appreciate that, but the top shelf for a spiced rum person going to rum, I would probably put 5-year-old. You know, because there is a massive gulf in difference. Massive gulf. Right, I've got to crack on with these members' cocktails. Otherwise, we'll be here for like a 3-hour live show again. No, 23. Trevor, I think there has been an Eldorado 23-year-old. I'm convinced there's been an Eldorado 23-year-old. Sorry to USA, but my favourite is a Cuban 18-year-old. Oh, Dylan's not heard of that. Right, let's go back through this. And it's very much rich rum, heavy fruitcake, fennel seeds. Yeah, see, like Diary of a Rum Hunter, he is like proper. Go and just stalk his channel. He's like proper. I mean it in an affectionate way. He's like proper rum geek. Because they're so used to proper rums, they can pick like fennel seeds. I would never pick fennel seeds out in. Because I've not really had fennel seeds. You're not going to pick flavours out unless you kind of. He was out truffle hunting the other day, which I was like, wow. You're not going to pick flavours out unless you're never going to pick apricot out if you've not had an apricot. It's that kind of thing, you know. You're never going to pick fennel seeds out if you've never had fennel. So yeah, go and stalk Diary of a Rum Hunter because I'm getting proper love for his channel. It's we need to get his YouTube channel banging on there. Show photos of the grog. What is top shelf price or taste? Yeah. What are you getting out of a cask after 20 years? Blah, blah, blah. Eldorado 12. Whoa! Apple 25-year-old is 460. Well, you say that. Appleton and I've been fortunate enough to have a little minuscule try of, what was it? The special, I forget what it was now. I think it was the 30-year-old. I think Joy Spence did a 30-year-old. I know they've just released the 35-year-old, or the other way around. I'm sure they've just released the 35-year-old. I was very lucky to have a little sample of the 30-year-old, and even that back then was like 500 quid for a bottle, and I only had like a little minuscule, like 5 cl, 5 mil of it. 3-hour show's good. Nick, hello, Nick. Follow to my emails. Nick from York. I love how Nick always signs off. Nick from York. Nick, you should change Nick Bradley to Nick from York. Right, I've tweaked my personal mix to perfect the balance, but I will try it tomorrow. I'll tell you what, Nick. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Even though you're not a member, right? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. 1 week, I'm going to do one of your cocktails. Maybe next week, because Nick. So I've got the gas now. Nick from York always emails me with cocktail recipes and stuff. I just for pure fan love, and always comments on videos. I might do one of it. It's a membership perk, but I might make you an honorary for 1 week only. I might do one of your recipes. Currently sipping on a 25, Appleton 30. Yeah, Diary for a Rum Hunter. Right, that's cool. Give it a second. Oh, hang on, Nick. Fever Tree Blood Orange update. Grapefruit Grenade. Oh, hello. I could do that because I've got a bottle of it open very quickly. Grapefruit Grenade. I'm up for that. Just very, very quickly before we dive into these cocktails. Andy Barham, are you watching? Andy Barham, because I'm starting off with your cocktail. Right, Grapefruit Grenade. Oh, we did that. I did that in one of my videos. Didn't I? Grapefruit Grenade and Blood Orange. Oh, I've got a little bit left. Blood orange soda. I'm sure I did that in one of my videos. Did I not? There we go. Right. Tiny little bit left. Grapefruit Grenade and blood orange. See, that's the thing. You can do weird, fun stuff with spiced rums. You know, that's why I'm never going to turn my nose up at spiced and flavoured rums, because you just do fun drinks with them. I remember that. Oh, I tell you, this grapefruit rum, for those, can we get my belly over there? Grapefruit Grenade, I tell you what, is massively underrated. Grapefruit and honeycomb and what is it? Yeah, grapefruit and honeycomb. Oh, massively underrated. That daiquiris. Oh my god, that's insane. But yeah, that's why I love spiced rums, because they're just fun. You know, I'm never going to get away from spiced and flavoured rums. They are just fun. Yes, I'm going to turn my noses up at very sweet, syrupy, kind of spiced rums. But, you know, spiced rums and flavoured rums done well, they are class apart. Right then, Andy Barham, I haven't seen you in the comments, but I'm going to start off with your cocktail. Oh, the hobbyist bartender with some funny letters after your name. Are you Indian? Where's that from? Not India. Where we're talking, like Saudi Arabia or somewhere like that. Where are you, the hobbyist bartender? Appleton has the master blend with legacy, 30-year-old. Was minus 50, blah, blah, blah. Grapefruit grenade. Oh, grapefruit, oh yeah, grapefruit grenade, Kevin. You need to get in that. Right, Israel. Sorry, is that what that is? I love all those funny letters. Not funny letters. I don't mean that funny. Those funny letters. That's your national kind of language. That's not the word I've just insulted. I don't mean that, but I love all that sort of stuff. Right, that's Hebrew. Just slagging off it. I don't mean it like that, but I love all that stuff. It's kind of cool. Right, Andy Barham, sipping Andy Barham's drink now. Really good. Right, before I get in, this might go laggy for a couple of seconds. I just need to share all this sort of stuff. So window, where's my gone? Discord pics. There we go. Right. So share that. This might go laggy, but I'll come it off in a second. Right. So I think Claire started off, didn't she? So Claire earlier. Right. There we go. Right. So this is Claire doing the first one. So all the little samples of that. I started off with the Dawleys, the Flor de Carnio. I think Claire probably did exactly. Claire, to be fair, has got the similar bar to what I have now, so she's got most of the rums I have. Trevor Roans. This is Don's own grog from Trevor. Look at him with his little setting there. That's the rums he can't click. That's the rums Trevor used. Right. What's going on here? Not even close. This version, but miles ahead of the original. What's that? Is that Jamaican rum? I can't see, my camera's behind it. Oh, is that Karuba? I can't really see because my camera's in the way. Yeah, Karuba. Right, okay. And Plantations Imaka. Yeah, bit of Jamaican. Not even close for me. This Jamaican, this version is miles ahead. Yeah, Jamaican rum was awesome in that. Oh, there, I've got to think we've got a better picture, haven't we? Yeah, Karuba, Zymaka, Appleton 12. What's Framboise de Rance, yeah, obviously. Yeah, that Jamaican for me was amazing. Right, is that it? That's it for the photos. Right, okay, we'll stop sharing that and I'll get rid of that so it stops going laggy. Remove source. Right, so just for pure timestamps so we can see it, I'm going to crack on with some members' cocktails. Each week I do ask my membership community to put some cocktails into the Discord chat, and this week we have got Andy Barham and Trevor Rose. Andy Barham, where are you? Andy. So Andy, I've got this all set up, ready to go. Andy Barham has done the Tiki Queen. He wants a 3-year-old white rum, and I think his picture, I've forgotten now, I think his picture was Dawley's 3-year-old, so we're going to do that. He wanted blueberry puree. Now, I've had a complete admin failure. I don't have blueberry puree, but at DRINKSTUFF, there is blueberry syrup. Complete admin failure. I forgot to bring the blueberry syrup back. So, I think what I'm going to do is blackberry syrup. And I'm really, really sorry, but blackberry, blueberries, you know, one's black, one's blue. Both berries, that'll do. But yeah, I'm really sorry. I don't have the blueberry syrup here. Ginger syrup, I have got those somewhere right in front of my face, wherever it's gone. Where's my flipping? It's right in front of my face. Where's it gone? Ginger, right there. There we go. That's what happens when you have a tidy up in your bar. Ginger syrup and lime and pineapple juice. Lime and pineapple juice. So, I might. What's it? This Shen cocktail. So rum wise, he's done 30 ml of. Where's my jiggers? Jigger. Where's the dirty jigger gone? All right, we'll dirty up a clean jigger just for Andy. Oh, right in front of me. Ah, sorry. Right. So 3. Hang on. Where's it gone? I need my notes down here, don't I? Right. So I can talk you through. I can talk you through the exact recipes. Right, Andy Barham. There we go. The Tiki Queen cocktail. 45ml of 3-year-old Dawley's three-year-old. So 45ml of that. Totally making that in the wrong end of the shaker, but there we go. So 30ml of that. That's his rum. We are going 20ml of blueberry puree. Well, get off. I haven't got 20ml of blueberry puree. I've got 20ml of blackberry syrup. Close. 10ml of ginger syrup. 10ml of ginger. Andy B. I haven't seen Andy B comment yet. Right. 10ml of gingembre. What do they call it? Gingembre. Saveur gingembre. Yeah, I can't say that. Ginger. 10ml of lime juice. So 45ml of white, 20ml of blueberry, 10ml of ginger, 10ml of lime juice. And then, what was it, 45? No, 30ml of pineapple juice. Let's just give that a little stir because all my little bits are falling to the bottom. Pressed pineapple juice, 30ml of pressed pineapple juice. Boom. Right. What's he say? Crushed ice. I don't like my ice down there. Need to move my ice. Inhibits production. Right, ice, shake, boom, done. That'll do. That's almost crushed ice as well. Glass-wise, rocks glass. We'll go for a beer tankard. Crushed ice, because I've got loads out. There we go. Plenty of crushed ice in my beer tankard. Lovely jubbly. Lovely. Is my lovely jubbly on screen? Oh, it's not, is it? Hang on a minute. I've got to zoom out, ain't I? I've got to get my lovely jubbly on screen. That's not been on screen for the whole show. What's going on? Debs is going to be... And there we go. Lovely jubbly. Boom. Right. Single stream. So what was this called? This was called Tiki something or other. Tiki Queen. Let's hide that. Andy B, the Tiki Queen. Well, Andy B's not a Tiki Queen, but his cocktail is. Woo! See, if I'm in Spiced Rum zone and that kind of sweet stuff, I'm like, wow, I like that. That's I do get blackberry over blueberry, obviously. I might, just for giggles, another 10ml of lime juice, because I think that is quite sweet. But it's fun. It's not proper fun. That's a pub bar, you know, £10 cocktail, sell tons of it over a night cocktail. That is. Oh yeah, a bit more lime juice. Oh yeah, banging. So that recipe, I potentially would have gone at least 15ml of lime juice, probably 22.5ml. I think I've just added another 10ml to that. Bearing in mind, he says, bearing in mind there's still probably about 50ml of cocktail left in there as well. So 15ml to 22.5ml. Oh, that's proper on point, that is. Right, Trevor. And where are we going? Andy B, are you in the house or are you not in the house? I don't know. See, I love this. I love everyone's helping everyone else out. This is really cool. Diary of a Rum Hunter is helping Ant out. That's awesome. That's what this show's all about. Just come in, communal, help each other, get involved in rum. Love it. Right. Can't do neat. Spiced orange ginger ale. That's Kevin. Right. Kevin, Nick, by the way. Dawley's 12 cost. Whoa! Hobbyist bartender. Dawley's 12 cost in Israel is about £65. Really? And Appleton 12 is 35. Wow, that's insane. 10 ml of. Oh, right. Don't mill. What? Hang on. What, Trevor? Don't mill. Already adjusted. 15 mil of light. Ah, right. Okay. Ant. Look, yes. So just going very, very quickly back to that. I'm sure someone else has. Someone already said. Look, if you're happy just trusting me, right? If you're a Spiced Rum fan and you're happy trusting me, bearing in mind this is going to cost you the best part of 40 quid. If you trust me, then yes, I would go and scare Eldorado 12-year-old. And I don't mean this in a bad way to Eldorado, as in your first neat sipping rum. Don't mix it. Don't think of it as a rum and coke or a rum and ginger. As a sipping rum, yes. I don't think there's anything offensive in there. No kind of spice bite. No kind of, oh no, that's too harsh for me. I think Demerara rum, in the same way, in the same sort of sense that Bacardi 4. Look, if you trust me, Eldorado 12. If you trust me. If you don't trust me, kind of go Bacardi 4 or Bacardi 8. How's about that? 30 quid, 25 quid. Because, again, a great entry. They're not, rum lovers, proper out and out rum lovers, like them, but, they're nothing to write home about. But for entry level, spot on. All right? So if you don't trust me, Bacardi 4, maybe Bacardi 8 if you can push the boat out. If you do trust me, Eldorado 12. All right? I'll leave that there for you. Right. Question. Aaron, is gingerbread syrup a substitute for ginger syrup? Will I just ruin my evening? Gingerbread is obviously very different to ginger, but it's your cocktail. It's your cocktail. We're not the cocktail police. It's your cocktail. Hey, Cuff just used blackberry instead of blueberry. It's that kind of thing. It's your cocktail. Yes, I just want to clarify. Ginger is different to gingerbread. Of course it is. Gingerbread, you've got all the spices and all that. Ginger is just ginger. So yeah, very different, but it's your cocktail. You make it. If you don't like it, don't make it again. Right. Andy's here. Yes. Hello, Andy. Big fan. Really, really sorry for the blackberry instead of blueberry. But I kind of like that. Bit more lime juice. Boom. That's what I mean. These cocktails, for people like, and I'm not sure who else is here, if Jonathan's even still here, but people like Jonathan, people like Scott, your pub owners, your bar owners, I don't mean chain bars, but your kind of independent bar owners. These are the kind of cocktails that you smash out time and time again, and people just love. They're like, yeah, let's have 5 more of those, please. There's that style of cocktail. They're just cash converters. That's all they are. They're the younger demographic, and I mean sort of the 30s, maybe under 40s, but kind of like heavy. Anyone that's got a smile on their face and wants a bit of fun, that's a cash converter cocktail. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Happy days. Right then. Right, I might as well finish the show there now. Getting close to 10 o'clock. Haven't got time for Trevor's cocktail. Oh, don't, like, Lisa, you're home with Lisa, you're going to be all grumpy, and I can't not do your cocktail. Sorry, Lisa. Right. Trevor Rose, he was itching to be the first one, and he held back. He was giving all the other Discord community, all the other members opportunities to get a cocktail. And then I put a post out, no one responded. I put a post out again saying, I need your cocktails, no one responded. Literally, I put the post out again for the 3rd time. Boom, Trevor's in there. He's like, yes, sorry, I'm putting my cocktail in there now. Stop sharing. I'm not sharing. Hang on. Right, what I've just picked out. Right, Steve. And every rum you've recommended, I've generally loved. Brilliant. Right, and the only thing I didn't agree with was I prefer Chairman's Reserve to 2 Swallows. Spiced. Yep, fair enough. But if you, again, it's that thing, 2 Swallows is salted caramel. If you're not a huge salted caramel fan, then you're not going to be a 2 Swallows fan, to be fair. Chairman's Reserve is very, very different because Chairman's Reserve is spiced, like proper spices and all that. 2 swallows is salted caramel at the heart of it. So if you're not a huge salted caramel fan, then it's not going to be for you. Lag-tastic. What's lagging? It shouldn't be lagging because I've got super fast up speed here. Feeds lagging. Stop sharing. I'm actually not sharing anything here, to be honest. The only thing I will do, no, because that won't make any difference at all. I'm literally not sharing anything, so I'm sorry if the feed's lagging. I've got a full signal on here. I've got way up in excess of 50 on the upload, so it can only be the software end. It can't be my end. Right, 120 balls, blah, 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 drums and rums, attention seeker. I'm not saying attention seeker. Right, feed is better now anyway. Awesome. Right, that's I'm guessing it's the software because this is web-based, internet-based. It's not like it's not what's the OBS or anything like that. I use Restream, which is like not Streamlabs. What's the other one? StreamYard. It's kind of like a different version of StreamYard, but essentially the same thing. So, right, let's keep him happy. Mummy B will be downloading something. I love that. Mummy Barman. I wonder what Mummy Barman's like. Right, Trevor Rose. We cannot not do Trevor. I'm sharing it. It doesn't want to. It doesn't want to show you a cocktail. Oh, there it goes. Trevor Rose. And there's a story behind this. This is a riff on a Jungle Bird and Hula Hula, a gin cocktail I came across. Gin. This brings out the best of both drinks. Okay, so dun, 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 another cocktail shaker. Because I've got my little sink now. If you've all watched my YouTube stories, you'll have seen I've got a tap, bzz, USB tap. Go and check out my YouTube stories. Right, so for this, we need some Veritas, Probitas. Veritas for us over here in the UK. Probitas for you guys over the other side of the Atlantic. Let me get, because you won't. You newbies, you won't see that. Woohoo! That is a proper sexy white rum. We like that. Sort of grassy, huey. Can you see that? Right. So for some reason, I can never remember which way round it was, but either Veritas was trademarked in the US or Probitas was trademarked in the UK. I forget which way round it is, but it's Veritas in the UK, Probitas in the US. So Veritas, Probitas, Appleton 12-year-old, Campari. Now, Trevor, you have got dealer's choice here, young Trevor. I have got that, which I'm thinking I might need to add a bit of sugar syrup to get it to yours, or I've got Monin. I think possibly I might go Monin for this, but it's your call. I think, because you put, what did you put? You put 22.5 ml passion fruit syrup. So what I'm potentially inclined to do is do 15 and then maybe like 7.5 ml of sugar syrup, or I could go 22.5 ml of that. I'm inclined to do that, but it's completely up to you. That is more passion fruit forward, but it does need sugar added to it. That's the only thing I'll say. So it's completely there. Pineapple juice and Elamakuli Tiki Bitters, which is in my bitters bottle there. But again, I will treat you guys to a little close-up for you newbies. Elamakuli Tiki Bitters. There we go. Can we get... Oh, I love this camera. Look at that camera. That camera is awesome. Tropical blend of cinnamon, allspice, and island spices known as Elamakuli Tiki Bitters from Bittermans. Oh, dear God, these are good. So I've just got these in a dash bottle. That's all. So that's what that is. So use Monin. All right, thanks, T. So boom, boom, boom. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 ingredients. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Right. Stefan, yes. Trevor said gin. I just turned my nose up. That was all. Right. FDC 12 for a sipper. Yes. No Claire. Passion fruit. Pride's enough. Veritas is trademarked in North America. Oh, interesting. Okay. All right, here's another question. What's Veritas? What is trademarked Veritas in North America? What is Veritas? I know what Veritasium is. That's another massive YouTube channel. Right then. So, Veritas. How do we explain Veritas? Look, I need a new bottle of this. Diary of a Rum Hunter. Diary of a Rum Hunter. Oh, I'm off. But right. Before you go, just give us a very quick thumbs up, thumbs down, Veritas. That's all I need from you. Thumbs up, thumbs down, and then you can disappear. Right. Peace out. Oh, he's giving me that. Right then. So Veritas. We want 45ml of Veritas or Probitas. How do I explain this? This is Jamaican and Barbados white rum. Richard Seal has done it. It's a very different kind of rum. If you love your Havana 3-year-old and your El Dorado 3-year-old and your Plantation 3 stars, this ain't anything even remotely close. It's just funk. It's just like Jamaican funk, agricole notes. Oh, it's just gorgeous white rum. Love it. Absolutely love it. Diary of a Rum Hunter gives it 4 thumbs up. Four rums, thumbs up. Right. So Veritas Probitas. Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good. Right, we're going Appleton 12-year-old, 15ml, 1.5. So 45ml of Probitas Veritas, 15ml of Appleton 12-year-old. Oh, I love it. I'm getting a proper. I'm getting proper into Jamaican rum. I'd love to go down Jamaican rum rabbit hole. I think I'm ready for the big boys now. I think I'm getting it. Right, Campari. Why would you add Campari to a cocktail? I don't understand, but we're going to do it anyway. 15ml of Campari. 15ml of Campari. Why? Why would you add Campari to a cocktail? No, I love the bitter thing. To be fair, I've nailed my perfect jungle bird now. And I've got very high hopes for this. My little eyes lit up like Christmas trees when I saw this recipe. I was like, ooh, passion fruit, pineapple, and Campari. That's going to be amazing. Right. 22.5ml of passion fruit syrup. Boom, done. 22.5ml of that. Of Monin. What am I left with? We've got 2 dashes of El Manculi Tiki Bitters. These are a little bit kind of fiddly dash thingy-me-bobs on top. What are they called? Dash pourers? Don't know what they're called now. Dashers. So I'm going to go 3. 1, 2. There we go. That'll be. He says 20 drops. It's very precise. 20 drops. And then what's the pineapple juice? 45ml of pineapple juice. Trevor Rose. I didn't take any notes. Do you want me to flash blend this, Trevor Rose? Trevor Rose, is this a flash blended cocktail or is it not? Japanese dashers. Come on, T. Right. It's by far the best lightly aged rum. Yes, blah, blah, blah. Trevor. Shake or blend, Trevor. Japanese. Yeah, but I know the Japanese, but they're kind of, yeah, that's not, it's like a pour, isn't it? Flash blend. Whoop. Right. Let's get my massive ice well out here. I need like an ice thing going on here. Because when I'm shooting videos, I've got, oh, hang on. I'm going to have to go off camera and give that a little wash, isn't I? You might be able to hear the. Right, ready? Are you ready for this? I'm going to treat you to something. Ready? Hang on. You won't be able to see me, but you can hear me. Ready? Oh my God. It's literally like it's like a USB tap. You press it. I've just got a bottle of water. It's hot water. Like a what do you call them? Like, I don't know what you call them. What are they called? Like a 5-gallon water bottle thingamy-bob. And I've just got this little thing on top. Go and check out my YouTube stories. Not my Instagram, YouTube stories. It's this little USB thing. You just press a button. It's like a tap. It's just cleaned it. It's just like properly cleaned. It's genius. Oh my God. So excited. Right. And a couple of thingies. And people are thinking, YouTube stories? Yeah, YouTube stories. I hang out on YouTube a lot more than I do Instagram. Right, so we've got Trevor Rose's Campari thing. I don't know. 5-second flash blend. That's all we need. Right. I feel there's a lot of liquid in here. So I'm going to go for... I could use a tiki glass that are down here on this shelf now. But I'm going to go for a glass tiki shelf. So let's get rid of the old doodah. So you can see. Right. He's nailed it, isn't he? He's nailed it. Oh, Trevor. Right. Let's just get another straw out for giggles. So garnish, I think you said pineapple somewhere. Yeah, garnish with a pineapple. We don't faff around. You can garnish, you know what? See, look, you can garnish with your dehydrated fruit, you know, pineapple, apple, lemon, lime, orange, grapefruit in there somewhere. You can garnish with that. I'll be honest, I'm tight. I'm not going to waste the dehydrated pineapple on this. Why would you add Campari to a cocktail? I don't understand. I really don't understand. If that didn't have Campari in it, that would be awesome. That is really good. That is really good. I don't get much passion fruit, actually. Oh, the rum, the Veritas, the Probitas. Mummy Barman, if you're still watching, Mummy B, come in here and I'll hand it. I know there's a lot of debris here. Mummy Barman, come here and taste this. And I'll get the microphone. I want you to taste this. I think Mummy B loves the Aperol spritzers, that whole bittersweet kind of thing. I think she's going to love this. Right. Never mind that. Make my drink. Are you taking applications for what? Who's taking? What's going on here? Right. You need a bar back. Drums and Rums. I do need a bar back. I've got one. The door's just there. Right. We'll get the Royal Hand. We'll give it here. Look, there you go, and you'll get the Royal Hand. For those of you new, like, that's the Royal Hand. Look, can you see that? She'll never come on camera.
Oh, flipping heck! Why did you make that?
Oh, flipping heck! Can you hear that? Hang on.
I'd have had that. What?
I've got the microphone. Look, she won't. Well, no one can see you. It's not a camera. It's a microphone. Get away from me. Say that again.
I said, why didn't you make that earlier? I'd have had that instead of the other two. But never mind.
Well, 10:05. I'm not getting that back. Come on, that's gone. So that's got the royal seal of approval, young Trevor. Lisa, you'll have to watch out. I think Mummy Barman's got a little crush on Trevor. If I tell you, if we were in Canada right now, oh Lisa, you'd be in trouble. Right, I'd love to taste that again, but I can't. I've got little dregs. I've got a little dreg. I literally got the dregs. That's all I've got. That's really tasty. Oh, that's going in the cocktail book. Right then. Rocks glass. Oh, she's coming back. What?
Well, you said you wanted to taste it again.
Oh, do you not want it? Just pour a little bit in there then.
Yeah, I don't want all that.
There you go, look.
That's all right. Got enough?
Yeah, I've got enough now. Thanks.
That's all right.
Thanks for coming. Right. Made it for Mummy B, not me. Right. Steve has so many garnishes. I don't use it. I'll be honest, I'm too tight. I'm like, no, I'm not using the garnish on there. There's no point. You know, they just keep for like months and months and months. Right. So we have a winner. Oh, hang on. You didn't try to stay there. Whoa, Mum. Oh, yeah, you didn't try Andy's. Where's Andy's gone? She didn't come. She didn't want to. Andy, I forgot to get her to try your cocktail. I'm really sorry. But if she's watching, if she wants to try, you know, that's Andy's cocktail there. But she's going to huff and puff. The door's got to get up. My peripheral vision is awesome. Do you want to try Andy's? Sorry, I forgot. Because you might like Andy's better than Trevor's. I know Trevor's going to be unhappy, but
Trevor's, is it?
Yeah.
It's quite nice as well.
Oh, hang on a minute. She's taken Trevor's. I was going to ask which was better, but she's taken Trevor's and left Andy, so I'm so sorry. But it's quite nice, apparently. So, Andy, you get the Royal Seal of Approval. It's like the, if you watch British Bake Off, it's like Paul Hollywood's handshake, isn't it? It's like the mummy barman, oh, I'm having that, I'll see you later. Kind of thing. It's like that handshake thing. Paul Hollywood's handshake. It's mummy barman just walking off with a drink. So, right, any questions? Call is quite late, isn't it? It's like 10:10. Lisa, you can have your hubster back in a minute. We're getting. He's just come back from work. Right, that's that. I think I've caught up with the chat. I think we are there. That's awesome. Yeah, I kind of like that. I've really got into. If you can nail that bittersweet thing, for me, the Jungle Bird is just a bit too bitter. I do need a bit more sweet. Yeah, I'll be honest. I need a bit more sweetness in a standard Jungle Bird for me personally, just to kind of get that bittersweet. Or instead of Campari, use Aperol. Aperol in a Jungle Bird for me is perfect. But this kind of, because you've got the pineapple juice and you've got the passion fruit syrup in there as well. Although I don't really get too much passion fruit. I would be interested to bake. I might. What are numbers like? 33. We're dwindling in numbers. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Just for giggles, just for pure giggles, and before we sign off, hang on, let's get rid of that. I'm going to do this with ODK, just for pure giggles, because I want to see, because I'm guessing, Trevor, you've done funkin' with sugar. I don't know. Hang on, let's have this chat first before I do off. Fancy Bluetooth water. Oh, and I saw a question there. Hang on. I'll come back to that in a minute. Oh, hang on. Where did all these comments come from? Trevor, I want to pipe down Windy. I don't know what's going on now. I've missed that. Trevor, I just want to question. What was your passion fruit syrup before I do this anymore? And I can see a couple of questions. That's fine. I'll go back and scroll back. Don't worry. Trevor, I just want to know what your passion fruit syrup was. If it was Giffard, I'm going to leave it there. If you did funkin' with Monin, I'm going to do something. So I'm just going to wait on that. Where is these other questions? You missed a few questions. Thanks. So let's scroll all the way back up here. And the 20K, I saw that. Where's the other question then? And what time is it? 10 minutes ago. Where is the other question? And I'm scrolling and I can't find these other questions. I can see one question. I must love pain. Right. And I can't see too many questions. Right. Ant, question. How long did it take to reach 20K and do you have a target? So YouTube related question. I started my channel in 2014. I took it seriously in probably, I'd say 2018, but I actually started 2017 really. But 2018, I took it seriously. I was growing and growing and growing. Literally, between 100 and 500 subs in sort of 6 months between 2018 and 2019. Very early 2020. Where were we? Late 2019. Excuse me. So very late 2019. After about a year, I got to the 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours. So I got monetized very late 2019. So I was just starting on the incline then. And then lockdown 1.0 happened. So literally the first weekend of lockdown, March, whatever it was, March the 16th in 2020. And my channel exploded because of one video, the Porn Star Martini. And still to this day, and I've got lots of Porn Star Martini videos, and still to this day, I've still got the most viewed Porn Star Martini video on the interwebs. That's one claim to fame. I am the Porn Star King. That's purely because of my hen parties. So people wanted to know how to make the Porn Star Martini because they couldn't get it out in bars, and they still do. It's still a massive video. So from that point, I started hitting 1,000 subs a day. But my channel was very different to up until August this year. My channel was very different to a lot of channels. My channel was a search-based channel. So although I was building up a small community, my channel was very much focused, like the Drink Stuff channel is now. The Drink Stuff is a search-based channel. If you want to find cocktails for passion fruit syrup, or cocktails for cherry syrup, or cocktails for, I don't know, vanilla vodka or something, that's where that content lives on. That's Drink Stuff. And that will always be a search-based channel, because the difference between search and going viral, like, I don't know who you would know YouTubers, but Mr. Beast, for instance, went viral because he's very different. He's a very different kind of channel. Cocktail channels really struggle to go to do equivalent of Mr. Beast, because, for instance, let's just take one. If we did gin cocktails and a vodka cocktail and a whiskey cocktail, the gin lovers aren't going to watch a whiskey cocktail. The whiskey lovers aren't going to watch gin cocktails. And that's just how cocktails are. It's like food channels, you know. If you like curries, you're not going to watch someone cook a roast dinner. If you love roast dinners, you're not going to watch someone watch a curry. So food, all those cocktail and food channels, we have to be very niche for that. Otherwise, we just grow multiple different channels. And that's what I was doing. When I hit 20,000 subscribers, in relative terms, I had probably 2,000 subscribers for each niche. So 2,000 porn star martini fans, 2,000 vodka fans, 2,000 whiskey fans, 2,000 rum fans. So what I did in August of last year, I was going to say this year, last year, 2021, because I've now got the Drink Stuff channel where I rock out general cocktails focused on Monin, ODK and William Fox syrups, but I rock out general cocktails there. It allowed me the chance to niche down this channel into rum, which is kind of what I wanted to do. So I unlisted or delisted 273 videos in August. So there's 273 videos that you will still find in playlists on my channel that are just not public anymore. And to put this into perspective, if anyone's got TubeBuddy, if you're a YouTuber and you've got TubeBuddy or vidIQ, you will see that I've actually only got about 300 videos. That's complete lie, because I've actually got over 800 videos. And my blog on my website actually still surfaces those videos. All those videos live on my blog. So I still pick up the odd subscriber, well, quite a few subscribers actually, because of my blog, because it's there. But because I niched, all my views tanked. So my graph is going up with subscribers and views, is going up and up and up. And then I niched, I delisted anything that wasn't rum, and my views just went like that, just tanked. And I knew they would be. But now they're growing, and they're 6 months later, they're virtually at the levels they were pre-niche. Now, the one thing about my channel, and I'll kind of say, I don't know how many people I'm losing here. I don't know how many people are interested. I'm sorry. But the one thing I'll say, the difference is now, views-wise, even with 20, and this is where people look at it from an outsider, they look in and go, oh, you've only got 20,000 subs compared to channels with 100, 200, 300,000 subscribers. Views-wise, because I was a search-based channel, my views were actually bigger than a lot of 100,000 subscriber channels. In fact, I got more views per week than channels with 150,000 subscribers in the cocktail niche, because I was search-based, because people have been going into the search bars on Google or on YouTube, how do I make this cocktail, or what can I make with this? And that's why I smashed. So subscribers were low, but views were really, really high. And that's what the outsider doesn't see with YouTube. YouTube doesn't care about subscribers. Subscribers, they are talking about doing away with subscriber metrics in YouTube this year. Whether it will happen or not, I don't know. They've already got rid of the dislike. No one can see how many people dislike a video. They are talking about getting rid of subscriber counts because they are irrelevant. You don't need to subscribe to a channel to see the channel's content. YouTube is very good at surfacing the right video to the right person at the right time. So subscriber metrics are pointless. So in this day and age, I've never been fussed about getting 100,000 subscribers, because I've already seen that I compete on a day-to-day level with channels that have got 150, 250, 300,000 subscribers, even with me. And I think in relative terms, because when I niched, I think in relative terms, I've literally probably clearing about 3,000 active subscribers on my channel. So out of that 22,000, whatever it is, I think probably 3,000 are interested in rum. Okay, so subscribers, minuscule. But I'm still picking up nearly over 100,000 views a month on that because the content is relevant. So ignore subscribers. Just, that is not a goal. And unless you're just starting out and you want to get monetized, 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours, that is your only target. After that, subscribers do not matter in the slightest, unless you want the silver play button. And I really don't. I couldn't care less about the silver play button. It doesn't mean anything because I already know I get more views per week, more views per day than a lot of people with silver play buttons. So subscribers, there. Anyway, hopefully Trevor's commented now after that 5-minute rant. I forgot what we were asking. Right, I need more stuff. Question from the USA: best plantation rum neat. Oh, Peter B, really hard question to answer. Out of the rum, so I'll answer it. Out of the rums I've got, the best one neat is the Plantation XO. Out of the rums I've got. However, some of the car swaps, oh my god. There's all my Discord community know about the Oloroso car swap from this year, but I actually loved the I forget what it was now. It was a beer swap. I forget what beer brewery it was, but it was a beer swap which was awesome, amazing. And that was exclusive to Jerry's Wines in Jerry's off license in London. Out of this range, so those are, if my head's not in the way, if I come down here? Yeah. So those are the core range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that right? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. That's right, isn't it? 4. Yeah. So they are the core range. I do believe in the US, if that's where you are. Who is it? What's your name? Oh, I've lost your name. Something B. I'm sure it was. Where's your name gone? Where's the comment gone? Peter. There we go. Peter. If you're in the US, I've got a funny feeling you might get a Grand Reserve, which is a slightly different Barbados rum to what we got. We don't get the Grand Reserve over here. Grand Reserve is lovely. I really do like it. I don't know why we don't get it, but we don't. Best one, they're all so different. They're all so different out of this core range. I really love the Gran Añejo, Guatemala and Belize. I really do like that. Even though it's got massive kind of whiskey notes to it. I really do like this. I really do. The Fiji is gorgeous. Fiji is like nothing else. The XO is a little bit sweeter. I won't lie about that. It's a little bit sweeter, but it's a great rum. But yeah, Plantation. It's not Stiggins. It's not a pineapple rum. It's got hints of pineapple, but it's not a pineapple flavoured rum by any stretch of the imagination. So there's plenty out there. But the car swaps, they do different car swaps every week. Also, I will say, Peter, without giving the game away too much, tune in 2 weeks' time. Tune in, literally, on, I think it's the 6th. Tune in 2 weeks' time. We might have some fun for you. Drums and Rums right there. Andy, I loved yours. Trevor. Suze. Oh, Suze. Oh, where's my Suze gone? Suze into the mix. I think my Suze is down there somewhere. I can't see my Suze. Oh, yeah, my Suze is right over there. Oh, Suze, that could be interesting. Right, I've missed Windy. I think Windy's been winding people up, but I can't see what Windy's been saying. So, Windy, if you've been winding them up, thank you. I can't see what you've said, but I can do it. Right. Oh, right, here we go. And someone asked what the best plantation. Right, okay, we're there now. Right, now I've caught up. So 22:12. So where are we? I am 11 minutes behind. Right, let's catch up. And been sipping plantations. Right. Wait, I love all spirits. That's Stefan. No, Stefan, you're in the rum world now. You can say goodbye to your vodka and your gin and whatever. That's fine. Been sipping plantation. But how will monetization work going forward? Drums and Rums. Oh, so monetization. No, so I think right. Hang on, Drums and Rums, because I don't mean it's funny, but I think you're at the lower end of the subscriber metrics. I really don't mean that funny. I'm really sorry. But so I can't see them doing away with the monetization metrics purely because they do need a quantifiable. at the end of the day, they're putting businesses, the advertising revenue, paying businesses a bit, they want to get in front of quality content. They don't want to get in front of content that are not going to work. So there's always going to be that barrier, that entry of, barrier of entry to monetization, which I don't think they will ever bring down less than 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. For me, it's weird chatting because we were all in the bartender Discord community. It's really weird because I was at completely opposite end to a lot of the guys in our bartender Discord. I got the watch hours long before I got the subscriber metrics. Literally, I was at 4,000 watch hours about 8 months before I hit the 1,000 subscribers. Most channels go the opposite way. Most channels get the 1,000 subscribers, but don't get the 4,000 watch hours for ages afterwards. And that was purely because I was making, I put it down to search-based content because I was making answers, or I was giving answers to questions people are asking. And that's the difference between search-based and just putting out your own content. Now I'm not going search-based. Now I'm purely going for people that love rum. So if you stumble at YouTube's going to surface my content out to rum lovers. That's all it is. So I'm not going after search-based content at all. But I always had that thing where my watch hours are still now astronomical. Yes, I do these live streams, which obviously helps, but have always been astronomical. Yes, I do get a dip off in the first 30 seconds. You do that in everything. But, I would put out a 20-minute video and a lot of people would watch 16, 18 minutes of that 20-minute video. It's just how it was. Whereas the other channels go the other way that focus on subscriber and community don't get the watch hours. So swings and roundabouts, they're never going to do away with the 4,000 hours, the 1,000 subscribers. But after you've hit that, it doesn't matter because that is your barrier of entry. You don't need to justify yourself after that because YouTube knows actually you've got videos that people love watching. So they don't care whether you've got 1,000 subscribers or 20,000 subscribers or 100,000 subscribers. At the end of the day, because you've made it that far, literally, and I know I'm probably boring people who are not on YouTube, but literally 1%, no, what is it? It's about just over 2% of all YouTube channels exist, right? 2% of channels get over 1,000 subscribers. And then it's less than 1% of that 2%, right? So all the channels that exist, only 2% ever make it to the 1,000 watch hours, right? From there, only 1% of that 2% ever get to 100,000 subscribers. So you are talking minuscule amounts. But in our world, it's quite a lot because we look around and there's so many channels that got 100,000 subs, 200,000 subs, 2.3 million subs. There's quite a lot. But you don't see all the others that kind of just put out a few videos here and there and don't really do it. There are so many channels. And this is the point. Everyone that comments now has got a channel. That's the difference. So all of you guys that are commenting here, you've all got channels, whether you upload to them or not. And that's the metrics. I need some more of this cocktail. Where's it gone? Well, I finished it. Oh, it's there, isn't it? Oh, Trevor, that's good. So, right. Drums and rums. We'll dive. We'll chat drums and rums. Okay, we'll pour the vodka in the sink. Yeah, Barbados 5 is great. Easily assembled plantation, blah, blah, blah. And I'm not sure about 30 quid, but is it really, really nice? Don't know what we're talking about. Aaron, what have I missed? My chat is right at the bottom here. Sorry. Right, hang on. Sorry, what have I missed? Sorry, I thought I was right up with the chat, but it's scrolling down. I've just seen something about OFTD, so I'll come back to that in a second. Sip and plantation quaint. Right, here we go. That's where we go. So 100k infused, amazing, fine. Question, and which plantation is smoothest regardless of best tasting? Neat. OFTD. OFTD is not the smoothest. OFTD, if you're not used to it, will flipping kill you. It's gorgeous, but it ain't the neat. The smoothest, because it's got a little bit of added extra sugar, is the XO. There's no question. There's no denying that. That's the smoothest. But there is a little bit of added extra sugar to that. Yeah, that'll. What's the saying? That'll put hairs on your chest. Woo! It's good though. There's a reason it's called OFTD, but you know that. You've killed a man and 5. So I'm going quiet. I'm just reading all these comments now. Kind of views, and I'm not sure. It's about 30 quid for. Oh, I think I've caught up. So saw a video talking. No, so drums and rums. Sorry, so we're talking YouTube chat here. So saw a video talking about YouTube that does purges on subscribers who stop or don't watch your channel. No, right. I don't know what the video said, but that's nonsense. Right. So Drums and Rums has saw a video talking about YouTube does purges of subscribers who stop or don't watch channels videos. Right. YouTube is never, if I'm subscribed to a channel and I don't watch that channel's videos, which is quite a lot of the channels I'm sub to, it's not going to stop me. It's not going to unsub me from that channel. I'm always going to remain sub to that channel. So it doesn't do a purge like that. What YouTube does is does a purge of unused accounts and bots every once a quarter normally. So I've been quite lucky with it. I lose a few hundred subscribers once a quarter, but not too many. Okay, I've got, again, some of the guys in the Discord I've seen lose quite a few hundred subscribers in there. I've been really lucky with that. I don't get massively attacked by bots for some reason. I don't know why, but I just don't. So if people like just sign up and with a Gmail account, watch a couple of videos and don't come back for like a year or so, YouTube will purge that account. That's a non-active account. So they're not going to purge accounts that are active. So if I'm subscribed to a channel and I'm watching other content, but I don't watch your content, YouTube is not going to unsubscribe me from your content. It's just going to not show me your content because I'm not interested anymore. So this is the whole argument, you know, people doing the whole sub for a sub thing, you know, it's complete nonsense, because the more subscribers you have that don't watch your content, the worse that is for your channel, because YouTube sees that as subscribers not interested in the content you're putting out. So I've never really asked for subscribers. I don't share my stuff because I want people to find my stuff organically. I don't want to share it and people think, oh yeah, let's go and sub to him, and then never come back, because that is the worst thing that can happen to a channel. You know, you getting a shout out. So, and I've seen multiple people, and I love him to bits, but my brother from another mother, STB 2.0, you know, I've seen various people thinking, oh yeah, Steve's just giving us a shout out. That's the worst thing can happen, because if they haven't subbed to your channel in the first place, they are not interested in your channel. So getting shout outs are complete and utter nonsense. You don't want shout outs. You want to grow your channel organically. Shout outs from people my level is fine. You know, I've not got the influence of 100,000 people pushing your way. They're never going to watch a video again. If I can push 10 or 15 subscribers, that's fine. You know, that's absolutely fine. And that's all I'm going to do from this live stream. You know, if you pick up maybe 10 subscribers from this live stream, brilliant. You know, you're not going to pick up 1,000 subscribers, and that'll be the worst thing that can happen. So it swings around. We'll have a chat about this. You know, I do a lot of consultancy for other brands as well. I've seen a lot of analytics. I've seen a lot of channels. Right. Right, here we go. Other questions. I'm sure this comments thing goes right to the bottom again, because I've just seen stuff about red leg now. Where did red leg come from? Right. Red leg. So I'm just picking out some comments here. Just right. That's that one. Neil, go to bed. Need sleep. Right. Thanks, Neil. Thanks for coming. Stefan. Trevor, similar to me, first drink was red leg. Right, Trevor, question. What's your favourite daiquiri rum now? Oh, Trevor, Rose, why would you do that? I think I've got three. I think I've got three favourite daiquiri rums. First off, I have to. Spiced fig and blackberry. That is insane. Right, for you guys, I'll come this side. That is insane. That a daiquiri with that spiced fig and blackberry rum is insane. Basically, I'd say El Dorado. Demerara Distillers Limited, but El Dorado rum at the base of that. That's really, really good. That is my token fun and fruity daiquiri. Right, proper out and out rum. Has to be Veritas with with, you know what's coming. Where's the bottle? So a 3-1/2 or a 6-2-1, whichever one you call it, with Veritas. So, but let's just refer it to ml. So 60 ml of that, 30 ml of lime juice, 15 ml of sugar, a dash of pineapple and star anise bitters, 100% that, and I've got those bitters in there. So those pineapple and star anise are in there. Okay, so 100% that. That would be my out and out favourite. But do you know what? For a sort of a different daiquiri, a kind of a different one, I go, and I know this, and I know I need to get Windy and do his 5+5, his flavoured, his sherry flavoured rum. Sorry, Windy. I'm going to go for my own sherry flavoured rum. Añejo Suave. I love that in a daiquiri. But I haven't. Shush. Sorry, Windy, I haven't tried your 5+5 yet, so I really don't know. But at the moment, that's my kind of go-to sort of sweeter sherry-based rum or sherry cast rum. All right, I kind of like that. But out and out rum-wise, I really like daiquiris with normal Ron Cube. I ain't gonna lie, you know, normal Ron Cube is lovely. Plantation 3 Stars is lovely, but when it comes to white rum, that Veritas, oh my god. Oh, I think it's because I've just found the love for Jamaican rum. I think that's what it is. It's like, oh, that's good. Right. Oh, yeah. And we can't forget that as well. Plantation Fiji makes awesome, fun daiquiris, you know, very different to what you're ever going to taste. Oh, so many. I could probably give you 15 daiquiris beyond here that I really, really love. What's time? Oh, it's kind of late, isn't it? How long does it take to edit a video? And not as long as you think, because bearing in mind I've been shooting videos now for the best part of 5 years, so I can pretty much, with the exception of a few videos, I can pretty much nail. So the whole reason, just to put this out there, the whole reason I don't do outtakes or funny clips at the end is because I very rarely get them. And it's not me being big-headed, it's just that I've been shooting so long, I don't get outtakes. I'll get the occasional fluff, but if you've watched enough videos of me, I just keep it in. You know, if I drop an ice cube, or if I drop like ice cubes on the bar, that stays in, you know. So actually editing, I'm very clever at how I film. I know how I film now, so I know where the spaces, I know where the gaps. For instance, little secret for you guys, if I do make a cocktail video, even on the Drink Stuff channel, what you see between, here's a little behind the scenes thing for you that you might not con onto. If I'm shaking a cocktail like that, right, on Drink Stuff, so I'm making a cocktail, I'm shaking, there's probably about a minute, 2 minutes in between me doing that, going around, getting the glass ready, getting the ice ready, getting the garnish ready, getting the stuff ready for the next cocktail, and then coming back and then going, right, and when you're ready, when it's cold enough. So I know how to film to do the less editing. So there's actually quite a bit of time in between so that me shaking a cocktail would probably take 2 or 3 minutes on there, because I start it, then I know I've got that break, so I can quickly edit in to come back. So editing wise, actual physical editing time, probably 30 minutes to an hour tops, putting in all the stuff. I've got a pretty quick laptop upstairs as well. But yeah, minimal now. When I started off, a few hours, but now it's just because I know how to film it. I know exactly where the cuts are going to come, how I'm going to layer that over the top, how I'm going to do that. Easy. Stefan, his favourite plantation was a Fiki. I'd never heard of Fiki. Where's Fiki? Fiki 2000. That was amazing. And I know exactly what rum you're talking about there. Your Fiji 2000. I know exactly what that was. That was a gorgeous rum. Stefan, 2 weeks. That's all I'm saying. 2 weeks. Tune in. Islay is the worst word for Steve. Yeah. On that note, I'm going to finish the live stream if we're talking about Islay whiskies. Oh, Right, I pressed the envelope. Stefan, Charlie Grant, Banks 5. Yeah, I haven't had Banks 5 for ages. I know it's Meehan's rum. I completely forgot all about it until that. Claire, you need 5 plus 5. Look, Claire, I'll be brutally honest. Right, I'm going to get a 5 plus 5. I am. And I think I will like it. I think I will. But I do trust. So there's 3 rum reviewers that I always look at after I've got a rum. And I do kind of, it's very rarely that I look at them and read them and go, no, they're wrong. There have been 3 or 4 rums that I've looked at and gone, no, they're talking out their backsides. I love that. And it's not as bad as they were. But on the general whole, they are pretty much nailed to my palate. They give that, Añejo Suave, they give that, most of them give that, the worst I've ever seen that score is like 3.5 out of 5. Normally it's up at 4 out of 5, 5 out of 5. Or what's the other one? Sorry, someone scored that 7 out of 10, so they do 10s. The highest I've ever seen that 5 plus 5 come in is a 2 out of 5 because they class it as a flavoured rum, which I do kind of like. You know, I love my spiced rums and my flavoured rums, but automatically thinking I get more in my head because of the reviews. I'm automatically thinking I get more rum off that than I do the 5 plus 5. So annoyingly, I've got that biasness coming into it because I know that when I read these reviews, they're probably talking about my palate. So I don't know. I'm going to get a bottle. I am. I'm not going to duck out of it. I'm going to get a bottle, maybe this week. I might even do a blind like me, because I've worked out how to do that now, where I kind of swap them around and like do that. I might do it. But yeah, it's just this funny thing that it's weird because in my head, if I'm tasting that, I can literally do taste this as I've got a lot of washing up. I might as well do it. You know, this is proper rum forward. Even though it's only 37.5%, it's like proper rum forward that's just been aged in sherry. There's no, you know, it's not a sherry flavoured rum. It's just finished in sherry cask. That is unmistakable as rum. It's just rum with a lovely sort of sherry finish to it. Yes, a little bit sweet. Oh, I flipping love this. I absolutely love it. Now, to put it in perspective, the same reviewers give that 5. The Reserva, the 10-year-old, give that 5 out of 5s, an 8 and a 9 out of 10 as well. So whether it's a style of rum as well, because I don't know what the 5 plus 5 is. Is that for some reason I'm thinking that's Guyanan? And what is the base of that? I know it's aged 5 years in sherry cask, but what is the actual base of the rum? Because Spanish rums will give a very different thing to an English rum. I don't know. I'm looking forward to trying it. That's all. I know I'm going to love it. I know I am because I love flavoured rums. You know, I've got a little bit of a sweet tooth. I get that. But yeah, I'm just interested by these reviews, and I know some of them have got hidden agendas. I get that. You know, some of them are like, but very rarely do I look at a rum after I've tasted it, and then they go and look at the reviews for it and think, yeah, okay, yeah. Very rarely do I kind of think they're wrong. Steve, I've got a rum. We'll talk soon. Thanks to everyone. Drums and Rums. Oh, he's got rum. I like that. Rums. He's got rum. Amy P. Hello, Amy P. Where have you been? I'm going to sign off in a minute because it's nearly 11 o'clock here. And just checking your video views out now. Some big ones. Yeah, and this is what I say. And don't look at a single video's views. Look at a channel as a whole, what it's getting paid. And this is the analytics that anyone outside of YouTube can't see. We've all got software that helps us. So we can see daily views. That's all you need to go by. And you, as an average YouTuber, you won't see it. You'll kind of just look at a channel and go, oh, that's just kind of got, oh, that's got that many views, that's got many views. You can't see what's going on behind the dashboard. You won't see any of my unlisted videos. And my unlisted videos on my blog are still going on to get a couple of thousand views a day. because they won't register on TubeBuddy or vidIQ because they're unlisted, but they're still up there getting views every day. So don't, you know, if you're an outsider, look, well, you are. You know, don't look at a channel like that. You can't think like that. Yes, I've got some big views. I've got a couple over 100,000 now. But that's neither here nor there. You've got to look at all the other videos that you won't see. I've got, to give you some idea, I've got 3 videos alone that are unlisted that are over 100,000 views that you'll never see because they're on my blog. So it's all that sort of stuff. So don't take a channel. That's why I say views and subscribers to an outsider, they're irrelevant because you will never get the full impression of what's going on a channel. All right. Just checking the video. Nick, Darren, just having a Ronce, right, I think, because this phone here says 2248, even though I know it's a little bit fast. So I've got 2248 there. I've got 2244 on my phone. Bearing in mind that's an iPhone, well, it's an iPhone 6. That's like decades old. I think I'm going to call it a day there. I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to wash up, which is going to take me half an hour. I'm going to go to bed. Thank you very much for watching. I've enjoyed. I'm loving these rum shows now. This is like the perfect live show for me. We do a cocktail. We do a little bit of talking about rum. We do a few more cocktails. It's like proper bang on point. So I love that. I know exactly what's coming up next week. It's a spiced and flavoured rum frenzy next week. I won't lie. But the week after is going to make up for it. So we're going to have a bit of fun next week with fun rums, and then we're going to get proper geeky the week after. All right, so that's coming up next week. Videos dropping, white rums, and what else is dropping? White rums comparison this week, and I think it might be the Kraken one this week as well. So they're your 2 videos this week. That's it. Numbers are dwindling. That's cool. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm going to wash up now and go to bed. It's been a Mosh, peeps. Cheers.